All right, what's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? Hey, happy Saturday, man. These days keep coming by, They keep coming fast at you. So, love your loved ones, hug them. These days are going fast. We're losing people. So, I just wanted to say that real quick. Make sure that you guys hold your dear ones tight, all right? So, man, it's been a busy couple weeks for me. Um, and so today's topic we're going to talk about is a good one. All right. This one is on fire right now. So, is the Passport Bro movement dead? And who killed it? So, this is what we're going to talk about. Get your questions, your statements, all that stuff lined up. Let's get it going. And again, when you come in here, make sure you hit that like button. I got some videos for you guys. I want to show you, and I want this to be a conversation. So make sure you guys are commenting. Again, I'm going to invite you guys to come on to the panel a little bit later on, and then we can talk about it. All right. So yeah, man, let me know, where are you calling? Where are you tuning in from? And don't forget to hit that like button. All right. All right. So, first of all, if you guys haven't seen the video, there's multiple videos out, okay, about passport bros beating on women abroad. And it's pretty disturbing, man. I'm not even going to cap. I don't understand why these bros need to be getting into that kind of shit. So to distinguish between a passport bro and an expat, we're going to talk about that here really, really soon. And so before I show you the video, I had to blur some stuff out because it's YouTube friendly, but you're going to be able to hear the audio. If you haven't seen the video, it was on World Star Hip Hop. So it's making the passport bro movement. We'll talk about it, but the passport bro movement, in my opinion, has been a good movement for young people let's be real. The passport bro movement is a new thing, right? But back in the day, before I was born, military guys were coming over here and they were hooking up with ladies. It wasn't called passport bros back in the day. So I will say this. Nowadays, they've stigmatized the passport bro movement to black men. All right. And I don't agree with that, because there's a lot of Latinos out there. There's a lot of white boys out there who are doing their thing. They're passport broing it up more than us. Okay. We're just late to the game, but we're the loudest, it appears. Okay. So, yeah, there's a difference between an expat, which I am, and a passport bro. I am not a passport bro. Never have been, never will be. But just to put that out there. But and on this channel, what I do is I want relationships. I want you guys to be in relationships. I don't want you guys to be passport bros. I want you to come to Vietnam, and I want you to form a relationship. Obviously, you're gonna have to go through your little roster. Okay, let's keep it a buck. You're gonna have to go through your roster before you find a good one. All right, that's normal. All right, that's not called passport bro. All right, but a passport bro, and we're gonna get into it. All right. So first, let me play this video for you. Shout out to the content creator that I'm gonna use, and you'll see it in a minute. Razor Rays, shout out to you, brother. Love what you're doing. But yeah, this passport bro has been traveling, not Razor Rays, but this guy that we're gonna see, his name is Jay Rello. All right, he's one example in the last week that passport bros have been going crazy abroad. All right, so we got to talk about this, guys, because if you guys are truly travelers, if you're a brother and you're truly a traveler or an expat, this is going to affect us. All right. because of how it looks. All right. They're not going to distinguish between, oh, that guy's a passport bro and he's an expat. Right. So we as brothers, as brothers, we need to do better. All right. And we need to hold each other accountable. This is going to be my response to this. I don't normally do stuff like this, but I think that it's a bigger conversation that we all need to have together. One, as travelers, two, as Americans, and three, as Black men. All right. And specifically, Black men, we need to band together, man, because when you become an expat, you get brothers who we band together, and we're supposed to be making a difference. Okay. We're not supposed to be doing this stuff I'm about to show you. Okay. So let me show you the video. And then on the flip end, we'll come back and we'll talk about it. And then I'm going to get into my segments. All right. So here we go. Give me a minute. Let me share my screen with you guys. And shout out to Razor Rays, man. Shout out to you, brother. You're doing great things. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Hey, dog. Man, don't come to Kenya, man. I'm mad as fuck. I could have went to Joburg if I'm gonna get curved out. Damn, they just ugly. Like, it's just ugly bitches. Ugly bitches, yo. Ugly ass bitches. I don't even want to pay for these hoes. They so mid. That's bad when you don't want to even pay for none because they so mid. No, she wasn't mid. I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking about the girls that's, oh, nigga.
Yo, brother, they said you should wear that drip tomorrow.
I'm trying. I got plenty different outfits. I'm not wearing this thing. I'm dripping too. What's up, man? Man, it's too dead. I'll come back. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead, and your ladies are mid. That's what it is. Fucking dummy. Fucking told me 6 times. I'ma do it. I'ma do it. Just say whatever, dummy. Lying, yo. Fucking hate a fucking lying ass. Lie and go through all of this just to get back here and act dumb. You know what I kept saying? I said, you cool with video? You cool with video? You said you're going to wear your mask. You said you was going to do all of that.
All right. So that second clip is, I couldn't show what he was doing, but they got into an altercation, let's just say. And the difference between brothers, this is for you. You are traveling abroad. It ain't the USA, all right? I promise you, you will not be protected, all right? That even goes for Vietnam as well, guys. You act a fool, you will get dealt with accordingly, and not necessarily just the government, but their people. So you got to understand, all right? So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about this. The difference, let me share, let me stop sharing. Come back to you and share something different with y'all. Just bear with me here. All right. So let me just give you a clear distinction between a passport bro. If you don't know, if you do know, bear with me, all right? Because there are a lot of millions, tens of millions of people who don't know what this passport bro thing is, all right? So a passport bro versus an expat. Obviously, you can see on the screen here, okay? The clear distinction between what a passport bro is this. A passport bro is usually defined as a man who travels abroad primarily to seek romantic or sexual relationships with women in other countries. Their identity is tied heavily to dating, relationships, and masculinity narratives rather than broader life goals. The movement is often presented online as quick solution to frustration with Western women or Western dating culture. Okay, we'll stop right there. What is an expat? All right, so that was passport bro. Expat is an expat, or short for expatriate, is someone who relocates abroad for work, business, retirement, or lifestyle, not primarily for dating. Right there, you can stop everything right there. That's the distinction between an expat and a passport bro. Okay, that's clear as day. Expats may be professionals, entrepreneurs, retirees, or digital nomads who establish residency, learn the culture, build a sustainable life in their host country. All right, we can stop right there, but let's keep going. For an expat, relationships may happen naturally, but they're not the driving purpose of moving. Period. Mic drop. Okay, that's the difference between an expat and a passport bro. Okay, so everyone wants to muddy the waters between what those two distinctions are. Distinct, whatever. You get what I'm saying, all right? But distinct, blah, 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 whatever. You understand what I'm saying. But you get the fact that expat is not a passport bro. All right. So let's keep it moving. So let's get into our segments, man. Don't forget to please hit that like button, man. I appreciate y'all. All right. What is the passport bro movement? What is it, right? Well, let me explain it to you. The passport bro movement was definitely back in the day. It started probably 2020. If anyone knows the difference between that, when it actually started, but it came in around COVID time. Okay, so let me tell you, the term passport bro refers to a Western man, primarily from the U.S. or the U.K., the West, just anyone in the West, who travels abroad seeking relationships, marriage, or companionship with women they perceive as more traditional or family orientated. Okay, so the label has gained popularity through TikTok, social media, with personalities like Digital Bromad leading the movement. All right, so this thing was a younger person thing. All right, so just for all you older folks who follow me, just understand that we would never call y'all passport bros unless you were doing that definition. Okay, if you're a retiree and you're looking for a better life, you're not that. Okay, but if you are looking for primarily just a relationship, and you're just hopping from one place to another, that would consider a passport bro. Okay, so generally the motivation behind this movement is basically guys want to get away from the West because of what's going on with women back there, and they want more traditional life. Well, my question is, isn't that what all men want, right? I mean, am I wrong? Because I want that, and I didn't move here specifically for that, but that was an added bonus when I got it. You know what I mean? That's what I preach on this channel. Okay, is coming here, moving naturally, and doing things the right way. If you do things the right way, you'll have less headache. All right, that's what I preach. That's what I preach on this channel. I can't speak for any other YouTubers who speak whatever they want to speak, but what I believe is, and what I've seen that works, is that's sustainable, is that you get a good woman and you stick to that good woman. All right. Now I can't tell anybody what to do and how to move, but that's my advice. And anyone that says KT says anything different is full of shit. All right. So let me so that's basically the quick rundown on what the passport bro movement is. Passport bro movement, again, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. All right. They just stigmatized it. They put a black face on it, and that's not what it was intended for, So again, you guys know, my people, y'all know we're the ones they talk about the most. All right. They don't give us the same opportunities as other people. All right. So there are guys right now doing the passport bro thing, and we're the face of it. Make sense. That doesn't make sense. But that's a quick rundown. All right. So is this movement dying? You guys tell me. All right, let's get into some comments real quick. Let's go. Ramel, what's up, man? What's up, dog? Ramel says, shout out big bro Kev. What's up, brother? Thanks for pulling up, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for the comment. Kay says, happy birthday, KT. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. 42. Woo, let's go. All right. Yeah, Ramel, thank you, brother. Ramel says, happy birthday also, G. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. That's love. That's love. All right. Really Pulley 76 says, let's not confuse Passport Bro with Passport Pookies. That is correct. Passport Pookies are completely different, okay? So within the Passport Bro, let's just say genre, or let's say it's a parent company, yeah? So Passport Bro is up here, and then there's Passport Pookies, who are the ones who are acting up, okay? There are Passport Bros, let's be real. There are Passport Bros who've been fucking up too, really poorly. But primarily, the Passport Bro Pookies are the ones who have been really on world star hip hop, okay? Because they're really going crazy. But that is a good distinction because there are two different Passport Bros, which is kind of crazy to even say. They're just Passport Bros. And unfortunately, this is what I'm talking about. If people from a certain, demographic or race, they do something to mess it up for one person, they lump everyone in together. It's not fair, man. It's not fair, but that's life. That's life. So we're going to call them a Passport Bro. But that's a big distinction. Pookies for sure. Thanks for the comment. Kay says, I'm a visitor to Vietnam and don't consider myself a Passport Bro. Yeah, Kay, thank you for the comment, man. Yeah, he's been here a couple times. He knows what's up. Thanks, Kay. I appreciate it. All right, Ramel says, facts. White guys been doing this shh. But, number one, we don't move in silence, right? Two, it's now a weapon against black man image. Yes, exactly. They are definitely one. Brothers, we don't move in silence. So I move in silence. I know a lot of motherfuckers who don't move in silence. I learned from an older generation, and I watched how they moved. And so I understand the younger boys. You guys want attention. You're out there. It's new. This is what Vietnam can do for you. There's all this candy here. And if you have a sweet tooth, it's over, man, unless you rein it back and you focus, man. Do that for a little bit and then focus on your business here, period. All right? And now they're using it to weaponize against us, for sure. I totally agree. It's not fair. It's not right, but it just is what it is. And that's why it's our responsibility as black men, as Americans, as Brits, as the West to set a good example here, man. And that's why. That's what I preach. Set a good example here, because you're not only looking, what you do affects me, because these Vietnamese people, they talk a lot. All right. They talk a lot. And it doesn't matter if you're in the South or if you're in the North, because there's this little thing called the internet. And if you fuck up in the South, you'll get away with it for a little bit until someone recognizes your ass. And it's a small world, bro. And they have Facebook groups. So yeah, it's not fair, but we as black men, need to have more responsibility on our image and our brother's image. All right. I understand I'm not my brother's keeper, but we really are. As black men, there's a lot more responsibility for us, okay, to look out for each other, because, the world shits on us. Let's keep it a buck, all right? It's our responsibility to look out for each other and to uphold the black community. Far too many brothers are not stepping out and being like, yo, let's do this. Let's work together, not tear each other apart. Work together, all right? That's what I preach on this channel, all right? All right, so I appreciate that, Romel. You're a real one, bro. And I know you, all right? I know this guy in real life. All right, he's a real one. All right. Live with Dr. Andre Jerry. What's up, my brother? He says, I hear you, bro. Appreciate the distinction. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. And thank you for hitting me up on the side, brother. I appreciate you. Unfriendly Stoic says, simple answer, yes. And he says, and happy belated. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's only going up from here, guys. I'm telling you. Let's see. Y'all are at the beginning. I'm telling you. All right. Roly Poly says, it's the danger anytime there is a catastrophe for a movement or a subculture, not long before it becomes I don't know how to say that. So whatever. Thank you. Yeah, I totally agree. Man. It's unfortunate because when you have the people that are traveling, just a small minute of ones are the ones acting up, and we're the ones who've been sitting here. We've been setting good examples. You don't think I set a good example every single day? I mean, seriously, guys. I know you do too. Those of you who are abroad, I know you set a good example. So what about us? You know, the passport pookies are the ones who get all the attention. But what about us? We're the ones setting the example every single day. All right. I'm setting a good example here in Vietnam for you guys. Right. So when you come over here, they're more open to you instead of being closed. Let them be closed to me, and then let me change their mind. Right. And, you know, those of you who know me in real life understand what I'm talking about. You know, I'm different. All right. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. Bliss Horizon said, hey, I made it. Apologies for being late. Hey, it's okay. I'm going to be here for a certain amount of time, right? All right. Thanks for the comment, bro. Cho Mary says, hey, KT, this is not a passport, bro, but a real Pookie. Yes, I totally agree. Again, Pookies, they exist, but they are still passport bros. I'm just saying. This ninja here. Every time I see your name, I always want to laugh. What up, KT? Tapping in from Seattle. What's up, my boy? You good? Love it. Thanks for the comment, my boy. Ramel says, yeah, around 2020, 2021, it started popping off online, as I know the tagline. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Appreciate you, my boy. Bliss Horizon says, I feel passport bro gives some men a bad name. This is coming from a female. I'm noticing some thirsty men out there. Yeah. Okay. Also, you're a female. Okay. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely, there are some thirsty men. I mean, I can't really speak on the thirsty men because I don't go for men, but yeah, as far as these passport bros, yes. Yeah, I see them. I see the videos. Don't worry, I see them. I appreciate you. And sorry, I thought you were a guy. My bad. Sorry. Oh man. This ninja here says, unfortunately, the way dating is in the States, it makes us men thirsty. Yeah, it is true because I left in 2018. Now, mind you, I've never, ever, this is maybe my credit. I'm not trying to get a big head, but I've never had an issue with women, ever. So I can't relate on that end, but towards the end of me leaving, it was increasingly more difficult to deal with, California girls, Southern California girls, I'll put it that way. And then just abroad opened my mind. Just the sincerity and even the worst one we would think is worse, even them being like, no, thank you, would be like, all right, that's cool. All right. Hey, I'm not for everybody. Just like on YouTube, I'm not for everybody. But I just know that the West, good luck, man. Good luck. That's why you got to come to Vietnam. I'm just saying. Thanks for the comment, brother. Jason J says, Ramel, loved your tour video you posted, bro. Yeah, that was fire, wasn't it? Go check out Ramel's channel at Making It Abroad. At Making It Abroad. Ramel, put your tagline here. I'll I'll put it up there for you. Yeah, good. Okay, Bliss Horizon says, Kev, that's because you are a wholesome guy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was raised properly. I believe in Black people coming together, right? If anyone ever wants to do a collab with me, and I had the time, I will say yes, okay? Because I believe in uplifting creators, one, and giving you a platform. Even though my platform's not as big yet, but I'm starting to know a lot of people, okay, on this platform, and knowing a lot of people through this platform. So if I can give you anything, you're younger than me, I'm cool, I'm chill, we can have a good time. We can have a conference call. We can talk on Zoom, whatever. You don't have to be in Vietnam, okay? But just pick my brain because I want to pass down what I know, and that's why I'm doing what I do. So utilize me. This is why I tell my friends in real life, utilize me. All right, let's come together. All right, and Ramel can tell you guys right now that I'm no bullshit. All right, what you see right here is what you're gonna get in real life. So I'm sincere, and my mom raised me to be a top man, but be humble. You know what I mean? Because my mom used to say, you get a big head because people start saying your name, you gonna be the problem. That's what my mom used to say. So I never forgot that, no matter how big I get, you guys always be the same way with Joe. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate that. Really, really. Jason J says, Kev, how big is the Black expat community in Saigon from the West? The ones living there that you know of. Guys, excuse me. This is real life. This is how they contact you to pick up a package. Okay. So just let me get my lady to go and pick up this. I'm so sorry. Just give me a minute here. Go like this and okay, sorry about that, you guys. Thank you for waiting. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's a little nugget. Okay, there's no mailboxes here, so they gotta call you. Okay, so the Black expat community in Saigon is pretty small. So I'd say probably there's 130. I think there's 140,000 like expats here that are working. So in the overall grand scheme of it, I'd say there's probably like less than 200,000 expats. Out of that 200,000, there's probably about, I don't know, less than 10,000 Black US expats here right now. And in Saigon, it's probably less than half of that are here. I could be wrong, but I don't see them ever. Other than I probably work with 100% of the Blacks that are that are here. So let's just be honest. Everybody works with me, so it's all good. But again, we're building something here. All right. Now that I'm in Saigon, I'm building this Black expat community here. So behind the scenes, me and the other brothers, we're all coming together and we're meeting each other. So if you guys want to come, you guys got us, and we're business minded folks. So we're trying to start businesses here. So if that's your kind of thing, man, get with us, man. Get with us. All right. Okay. So let's do it like this. Okay. I put 2 and 2 together. All right. I appreciate you, Nina. Yeah. Bliss Horizon says, bro, how you going to tell Big Sis your birthday? You're not going to tell. Well, I mean, I don't make big deals about birthdays. Thank you, by the way. Happy birthday, bro. Yeah, I don't make big deals. I mean, about birthdays. I'm about my business. So I'm about working and that stuff. So, all right, I'll come back. Let me get. I'll come back to that. And yeah, sorry, I just don't make a big deal about birthdays. But yeah. Anyways, so is the movement dying? Is it dying? I mean, you guys tell me, is it dying? I don't think it is dying. I've heard. I watched some videos this week that they think it's dying, and so I don't think it is. I think it needs to be restructured. I mean, really. And in the streets with Keys, shout out to you, brother. You're a great content creator as well. But what I'll say is, he said that he brought up some really cool points about we need to build the website, need to build for Passport Bros. He was talking about, but they need to build the website and leadership and have a structure, okay, and then get a card. So again, is the movement dying? I think it's taking a hit right now, to be honest, and I think that the face of a black man is pretty foul. All right, and I don't think that we should own that, to be honest. But I don't think it's dying. What do you guys think? I mean, honestly, let me see. Let me see if we have some comments here. You guys, there's tons of comments. Nice, love it. You know what? Let me try to knock these out real quick. Cho Mary says, KT, I'm moving like lasagna, bro. Yeah, exactly. Just flow, baby. Just flow. Appreciate you. This this ninja here says, real G's expat move in silence. Yeah. I mean, that's true. That is so true. And I just see so many I see so many travelers come here and not moving. They're not moving in silence. It's crazy to me. You know, this is why I truly am like, get some help when you come here to Vietnam in particular, because they don't really fuck around here. All right. Southeast Asia in general, they don't really fuck around here. And that's why you don't see a lot of these people, these pookies, you know, going off, you know what I mean, in Southeast Asia. Yes, in Thailand, but Thailand's different. I still wouldn't fuck around in Thailand, let's be honest. But definitely you guys got to move in silence. Most of us expats move in silence, you know? I mean, not everybody's on YouTube. So yeah, this ninja here, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Peter Morton says, black women mad at black men. They should have treated us better. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. They definitely should have treated us better. Again, I did a video that kind of talked about this, and basically black women didn't choose me, you know, and it wasn't that I didn't want black women. It's just that they didn't want me. And so I only liked those back in the day when I was younger. I only liked those who liked me and who were attracted to me. And so they were everyone else but black women. And it was kind of like, okay. But my mom wanted me to date a black woman. So black women didn't want me. I mean, I do understand their plight now, that a lot of them are single moms. They're doing this shit by themselves, and it's tough. Believe me, it's tough. But you should have treated us better. Shit, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Fuck it. You know? I appreciate it, man. Peter, thank you, bro. I appreciate your comment. Let's see. Jason J, you guys are talking good. Peter Morton says, I don't blame the world. I blame our women. That's very strong. And yes, coming from a broken family that I came from, love my family, but I didn't have a father, right? My father wasn't in the home. My mom's did the best she could. But again, now that I'm an adult, I realize how important a man is in their kid's life, right? And so it all boils down to the family structure, period. That's what I believe in. It really does, because if there's no man in the house, and even if there is a man in the house, men are disciplinarians. They set you straight. They keep you focused. They don't, if a man's in your life, you wouldn't go down this bullshit. You wouldn't fall for the first, tail that was out there. You know what I mean? So yes, I put a lot of the blame on Black women for raising Black men alone. So yeah, let's call it how it is. All right, thank you for the comment. This ninja here says, unfortunately, the world, specifically Asia, doesn't give Black men as much grace as our YouTube counterparts. Yeah, that is true. We're ambassadors wherever we go. Stay classy. I agree. Absolutely. We have to do better. We have to do better. We have to be better than them. And unfortunately, I've seen a lot of guys not doing better, right? It sucks because what our people are in the Black travel space, what we like, and I don't speak for everyone, but what Black men like is looking at ass, looking at women, which is nothing wrong with that, but they don't like creators that do the boring stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I wish they did, because then they could learn some shit and then they could be much happier. I'm just saying, man. Do you guys want to look at some ass and titties and look at it for entertainment, or do you really want to change your life? This is what I'm noticing that's going on in the Black travel space, is that it doesn't seem like anybody's really trying to be better. I would love for the Black men to come on over here and talk to us, man, because dude, there's so much opportunity here for Black men. You have no idea. I'm looking around like, bruh, where is everybody? Like, seriously, guys, every day I'm like, where is everybody? I'm sure Ramel, if you're still here, I'm sure he's doing the same damn thing. I know he is, because we've talked about it face to face. I want brothers here. I want good brothers here, right? To make a difference, right? It's not that we're going to change the world, but if we can change our community and we can actually have brothers coming up instead of tearing each other down. I don't fuck with anybody who tears a brother down, or tears anybody down for that matter. But I don't fuck with nobody who tears people down. Straight up. I'm honest like that. And again, I have morals and I have principles. All right. This channel is all about getting y'all hooked up and getting good broads. We all, who doesn't like looking at some titties and some ass, okay? Sure, I know I do. So, anyways, appreciate the comment, my brother. Stay classy, bro. Cho Mary says at KT, how about this theory? Keisha sends Rello to tarnish the movement. I mean, yeah. That's plausible, man, because honestly, as a Black man, we need to be smarter than that. Why are you if you're a YouTuber, like straight up, if you're a content creator, why the hell would you put your business on the platforms? You know how tight they are. They run a tight ship. I couldn't be here if YouTube wasn't here, right? Honestly, guys, like, if you are a content creator, why are you putting your dumb business out there? People don't, yes, people want to see, they want to see that, but put it behind a paywall. That's all I got to say, man. But that's plausible. Anything's plausible, all right? What you see on YouTube is not necessarily the real deal, okay? Most of these creators, it's all just for the click, guys. All right? Let's see. All right, Ramel. Okay, yeah, that's you guys. Jason J says, happy birthday, Kev. Looking a young 32. Thank you, brother. Thank you. My back doesn't feel like a young 32. I ain't gonna cap. So y'all know, after 30. All right, so let's see. Ramel says, Kev, the joke is when you go to Bui Bien in Japantown, it's all Indians, other Asians mostly you see doing up sex tourism, yeah. But they not brandishing it online. Yeah, image matters, man, for sure. I totally agree, bro. So yeah, and he's right. When you go to Boivien, you go to Japantown, you you do see nothing but Japanese and other Asian people and Indians, just sex tourism them out. Okay, it does exist here. It absolutely does exist here, but make sure that you guys keep it under wraps. Nobody wants to see that shit, man. I mean, really though, your audience may want to see it, but I mean, if you do that kind of content, okay, but regular folks, man, people who want to retire, people who want a better life, like they need to fuck with people like Ramel. They need to fuck with people like myself to really like understand what it means to be an expat, because it's not easy, But if you have someone like myself who can guide you through this process and make it easier for you, wouldn't you want to do that? So yeah, thanks, Ramel. I appreciate that, man. That's spot on. And you drive at night more than I do. So take it for Ramel. Ramel knows what he's talking about. Okay. He's out in these streets. I'm not. Okay. All right. Chomari says, "What's up, my man? You headed to Rio?" Okay. Let's go. Ramel says, "It's true. The Vietnamese girls ain't perfect, but it's much better level of love, treatment, and appreciate you get." Yeah, appreciation. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's 100% true. I mean, he's dating currently right now in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, black man, and he's not having any problems, y'all. So don't let nobody tell you that a black man can't come here to Vietnam and not win. Because Ramel, I see Ramel every day, and he is winning big time, straight up. All right? That's 100%. All right, Chomeri, okay, you're talking to Ramel. All right, Ramel says, Kev's legit. Outside of YouTube, he's a stand-up guy, and I consider him a friend. Big bro for real. Love you, brother. You know what it is, man. Yeah. Like I said, I see Ramel every day, and he can vouch for me. I'm the real deal, guys. I am 100% who I say I am. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. King James. What's up, coach? It says, Kev, glad I caught your live packing and looking forward to getting there in a few weeks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, coach. I'm loving it, man. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you, brother. Really looking forward to it. He is one of my clients, FYI. So he can attest to you behind the scenes of my relocation stuff. Okay. All my relocation, he can attest to you. He is currently going through it right now. All right. I got you guys. Seriously. All right. Thank you, coach. Appreciate that. Hike Up says, Chow Bao Sang, Kev. What's up, brother? How are you? I'm good. Good. Nice to see you, brother. Appreciate the comment, bro. King James. Oh, King James J says, happy birthday. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. I hope I can be older like you one day, man. So thank you. Okay, let's see what we got. We're almost finished with these comments. Unfriendly Stoic says, we just need to make a movement. I agree, man. You're here. Come on, bro. Let's get it. Like, seriously. I'm all about getting busy, for real. Like, this YouTube thing is great, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of stuff that we can come and do together and make money and prosper and really prosperous. All right. Really prosperous. All right. Looks like I have a super chat. Cool. All right. Eric Mojet. $2. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Bro, we good, Nam, on the way up. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Bro, we good, Nam, on the way up. Exactly. I agree. Are you in Vietnam? If you are, let me know where you at. So, yeah, Vietnam is, and thank you for the super chat, brother. Really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. So yeah, man, Vietnam right now, guys, is on the way up. You know, you really need to get in here, establish some roots, and get busy here, like for real, for real. All right, don't just stop looking. Start being active. Okay. All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I'm wondering why it didn't show me I had that. That's weird. Okay, CMC says, "Good morning, KT. Good morning." Thanks for the chat, the comment. Appreciate it. CMC says, "Charles Claude reporting for duty." Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. Thanks for the comment, man. Paperback Marketing Group says, "When traveling in a foreign land, treat the place as you would treat your own. Act as if your mother can see and hear everything you do." Completely agree. Completely agree. That's when I left the U.S. in 2018. That's what and anywhere. Like I remember when I was a youngster. You know, my mom. I would ask my mom to go. Can I go? Can I go and spend the night over at whoever's house? Right. My mom would be like, "Yes, but make sure that you don't act a fool." All right. And I said, "Okay." You know, and then every time I would come home and they would drop me off, they would always talk to my mom. My mom would always ask, how was Kevin? And then they were like, he was great. Like he actually helped us clean up and stuff. And our own kids don't do stuff like that. And so over the years, I learned how to have manners, and I learned that not everybody's like me, you know, like I'm weird like that, you know, but again, yeah, I always think when I left in 2018, would my mom be proud of this? You know, so I respect my mom. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate you. How's everything? I hope you're doing good, brother. All right, thanks for the comment. Ramel says, "Kev, is your family supportive of you dating outside of your race? I'm blessed. My parents don't care as long as her values are straight." Yeah. Yeah, they don't care. Shit. I've been dating outside of my race since I was like a teenager. Like, I mean, shit, the very first girl I ever kissed was a white girl. Like, and I was like 3. I was like 3 years old. I think from that point I was like, white women, you know, for a long time. I love white women, but now no more. Yeah, they don't really care though, to be honest. All right. Eric Mojet says, I'm glad the black woman didn't give me no play back in the day. Okay. You know, if this was a comment like on my video, I'd say thanks for the comment and then move on, you know. But since we're live, I'll say thanks for the comment. Yeah, I'll stay away from that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say for me personally, things happen the way they happen, but for me, I would say at that point in my life back in the day when I was coming up, I didn't think too much about it, but it was a thing in the back of my mind. It was a thing back in the day. So yeah, but thanks for the comment. All right. Roly Poly 76 says it's complicated. Black women played the hand they were dealt. Yes. We had a criminal justice system and a school to prison pipeline. That's correct. That disproportionately incarcerated many black fathers. Yep, exactly. I mean, all this stuff happened before I was even born, right? I was born in the early 80s, okay? 1983. And so around that time, it was happening, but this happens in the 70s, you know what I mean? Where they had this agenda against black people. You know what I mean? I can't speak on that. My older folks, you guys can speak on that. You guys lived it. So I would really I'd like, you know, you guys to chime in on that. But yeah, now, yeah, the prison pipeline, you know, the justice system to prison pipeline it's ridiculous, you know. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why? Because they're targeting brown and black people the most. Bullshit. So yeah, thanks for the comment, man. Yeah, that's a lot of the reason why I got out as well. You know, as far as I don't want to deal with that shit anymore. I don't want to deal with those people anymore. All right. It's just so easy to get caught up in the States now, you know, and always, you know. All right. Thanks for the comment, though, Roly Poly. Appreciate you. Eric Mojet says, I'm always seeing Brothers Channel fronted with nice bodies. It's too easy. In Asia, Brazil, Colombia, etc. Show me good content. Yeah, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. And I've heard you guys. I've seen you guys, your guys' comments on other creators, and I want to show you guys more of activities and stuff that you can do here in Vietnam one and in Ho Chi Minh City, particularly because I live here. So you'll see some more videos of me just going out and about and doing a lot of activities moving forward. So I'm excited about doing that. All right. Bliss Horizon says 100, Kev. Yeah, now that I know who it is. Yeah, girl. All right. Thanks for the comment. Unfriendly Stoic says, yeah, Japantown looked like Mumbai lately. You would know. You would know. You're very close to that area. So, yeah, you would know. All right. So, High Cup says, good morning, Kev. What's up, High Cup? How are you? You all right? Okay. Looks like I got through all that. That's nice. Thanks, guys. So, the reality in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia. The reality. And so, let's just put it this way. Southeast Asia is a hotbed for this activity. All right. Primarily because the traditional women, let's call it what it is, pay for play. All right. You can do that here and walk away easier and more affordable. And if you're looking for a relationship, then you'll have a better chance of getting a woman here in Southeast Asia than anywhere in the West. I'm not saying that you don't get women. I'm just saying in general, you could go outside right now and you could pull something. You could pull something right now. I mean, guys ask me all the time, yo, how do I meet women there? Seriously, that's like my number one question, okay? So I hear you guys, okay? I hear you, all right? I'm all about relationships, though, okay? Let's get you in a relationship, get you tied down, all right? If you're not ready to be in a relationship, then go have fun. I can point you in the right direction, and then you come back, and then I'll help you out. All right. So, but yeah, the reality of in Vietnam in particular is that it exists. All right, and it's really easy to fall down a trap. This is why I'm saying just be careful when you guys come here, because just because nobody's watching you doesn't mean nobody's watching you. If you get what I mean, all right. So it's a huge destination for passport bros, and I just think that you guys should be more expats. You know, come have fun, but when you come back as an expat, man. I mean, honestly, I'll say this: just be careful, all right? Because again, black men. I'm not just talking to you guys, okay? I'm talking to everybody, all right? But particular because I'm brown, I'm going to talk to you guys because I understand you, all right? I know what y'all like, okay? I know what y'all like. And so the relationship thing doesn't sound so enticing as for a black man, all right? Let's keep it a buck. But there's some black men who have gotten into relationships here, and I'll say this. How I felt 3 years ago is completely different than how I feel now about being in a relationship. Why? Because I found a really, really, really decent and genuine person that loves me and that allows me to be who I am, right? I've, in the past, even in here, I've had women who try to, they act cool, Vietnamese and foreign, they act cool, and in the beginning, and then they try to change you, right? So that's no different than going back to the West. You know what I'm saying? For me, at least, because that's what it was, right? And so when you find a good Vietnamese woman, don't fuck that up. Period. All right, because they exist a lot. Think about it. Just think about it. All right, you're here. There's millions and millions, tens of millions of these women here, single, from 20s, early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, early 40s, late 40s, childrenless. Okay, majority of them are going to be younger. Okay, childless, and they're looking for you. They're looking for you. Period. I'm being honest. I see it every day. All right, every day. Just depends on if you guys want to get here. All right. So I'm just gonna say this, right? I've never been a passport bro. I've never thought about it. I traveled the world and it wasn't a thing back then. So all I did was just go and travel the world. Now, is it being stigmatized on us? Yeah. Do I feel like, I'm part of that stigmatization? A little bit, because what they're showing in the image is a black man fucking up, pooky behaviors, and it reflects on all of us, Yeah, when I saw the video, I actually saw the video, and I was just like, man. But I knew what I was getting because it was Jay Rello. Okay, I knew what I was getting. Didn't we all think that was going to happen? Didn't we all sit there with our popcorn like, what's going to happen? Yes. All right. So I know you guys did too. All right. So let's get into the next segment, and then. But if you guys want to support the channel, hit that like button for me, y'all. And then if you guys want to, monetarily support. I don't care how much you send. Hit that Cash App. It's just right below. It's just scrolling right there. It's $ the story of KT. I would really appreciate it if you guys could do that. Help support. If not, I understand. It's all good. Just hit the like button then and share it. Share this video. All right. Yeah. To be honest, passport bros. I mean, let's just put it this way. Moving forward as the label of a passport bro, do you guys feel stigmatized about it? I mean, I'm not a passport bro, so I don't feel stigmatized about it, but in the media, it's definitely a bad thing. All right, but do you guys feel like it? I mean, what do you think? I mean, for me, I would say I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, to be honest. I know a lot of people say, yeah, it's a bad thing, but it's only because the Pookies are the ones who are fucking it up for everybody. I think that the general movement needs to shift, right? And just what In the Streets of Keys was saying, shout out to you, my boy, is that the passport bro label needs to shift to bigger or creators that are doing good for the Black community, are doing good content, showing areas, making it expats, I would say, right? Or travelers who are doing that, right? They need to shift from this raggedy ass shit that's going on now and that has been, to shifting the focus on creators that are uplifting the name Passport Bro. So what are your guys' ideas about moving beyond the Passport Bro label, and how do we make that name better? I don't know. That's my idea, is that, I mean, you can never tell people, oh, you got to watch this creator and you got to do that. But if you guys get in there and you support these people, right? I've been seeing that there's a lot of good creators, young creators who just started, such as Ramel, such as Simon's channel, The Lafty, right? Such as, well, Evan's not necessarily like, he's not anything to do with that, but he's a guy abroad who does good content, right? Such as myself, as far as the black perspective. Start watching those kind of creators, man, and they're uplifting, spread their word, spread their message. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I think that then, because men have a bad rap, man, when it comes to like us traveling solo by ourselves, and it's like, well, what are you traveling for? You know? But if you guys, everyone's just interested in that shit content, right? I get it, it's entertaining, but at the end of the day, it's like we need to start uplifting other creators who are doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Preaching the right thing. So, all right, let's see what we got here. So, good morning, KT. Good, yes. Bliss Horizon says yes. He is the real deal. Can't wait to see you for a month, bro. All right, yeah, I can't wait to see you too. Looking forward to it. Chomeri, yes, good. In the streets with Keith. What's up, bro? Respect, man. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you checking in, my G. I love it. That's great, bro. Thank you, brother. Yeah. If you guys don't know who this guy is right here, he's the man, bro. So go check him out. In the streets with Keys. This guy right here. I like this guy a lot, man. Can't wait for you to come out to Vietnam, brother. Okay. Eric Mojet says, no, I'd like to join you there. Can I mic up? Yeah. Come on. Let me drop the link for you. Anybody else who want to come up? I'm pretty much done talking. I want y'all to come on and talk to the audience, man. All right. So the link is in the chat. So if you guys want to come on, pull up. And yeah, I'll just check you out in the back. Okay, Ramel says, Kev, what's your thoughts on learning Vietnamese? You think it's important or not a real priority right now? Why? That's a great question, bro. So I'll say this. Learning Vietnamese is hard as fudge. And so what I'll say is if you first get here, learn the basics, all right? And then just learn little words, like know the money, like so you don't get ripped off, you know? What is the difference between 100,000 Vietnamese dong and 50,000? How do you say that? All right. So say hello. That's easy stuff. Bye. That's easy stuff. But say Chow Boy Sang, right? Like that means like how are you? You know? And so if you can learn different words and phrases, and then as you pick up your vocabulary, then you'll be able to have a little bit of a conversation. And if you're trying to pull some ass, let's just say you can go talk to a honey. I'm just saying, it's beneficial for certain things. All right. But, on your day-to-day things, yeah, if you're buying stuff, Thank Tien is like, what's the bill? Like, and so it's hard. It's difficult. It's really hard. So I'll say this. If you can, Eric, I'll be right with you, brother. So if you could just learn phrases, you're going to be just fine. All right. If you decide later on that you want to take formal lessons, then go do that. You know what I mean? And then I got you if you need. So that's what's up. Yeah. Zen was here, says, what's up, Kev? Yeah, what's up, Zen? Yeah, Zen's one of my clients too. This guy's amazing. Young brother, he's hustling right now. All right. And this young brother right here, watch out for this young brother. It's right there. He's going to be he does music. He's coming to Vietnam and he's about young 30s, man. So come and check this young man out right here. Man, you're legit, Zen. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. High Cup says, it's a privilege to live in another country, not right. I agree. I absolutely agree. So I definitely think that, again, if you are an expat and you take that plunge, just understand that it is very, very, very difficult to adjust. Okay. I don't hear a lot of YouTubers talking about that, but it is very hard to adjust for some people more than others. All right. So it's really nice to have people that will look out for you here. All right, trust me. Thanks, Hike Up. Appreciate you. Cho Mary says, KT, what's your take on the black tax? What do you mean? Are we just talking about like a foreigner tax? Because if we're talking about, hey, tell me what you mean by that. Tell me what you mean by that. I'll come back to you. Let's see. Eric Mojet says, I'll say some black women. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for the clarification, my brother. So Cho Mary says, the story KT, do you get love looks from black women in Vietnam? I'll answer that one first. Love looks. I'll say it's easier. All right. Yes, it's easier to pull a black woman here because think about it, the mentality, right? Their mentality is way different than anyone. I say this is a general rule. Anyone who has traveled or has lived abroad comes with a different set of mindset. So I tend to give them a little bit more of a shot. You know, I know a lot of the foreigners here, they're like, I ain't looking at no foreign girl. I'm looking at Vietnamese girls. And I agree. But foreign chicks, again, are the easiest ones to pull. All right. If you're not used to Vietnamese and how the Vietnamese, you know, how they do things around here, I'm going to tell you straight up, go knock down a couple of foreign chicks, get your feet wet, right? Because, you know, as a man, we definitely gotta, you know, get our, you know, before we feel like, okay, I'm ready to go. Okay. Or am I the only one? All right. So knock back a couple of them and then ease into the Vietnamese. Okay. Get your feet wet, ease into the Vietnamese. Okay. That's my advice. So have I been getting some black love looks? I mean, it's hard to say because a lot of the black women here, they're more open because they don't get any play. So, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, they're gonna be like, they see me, they come over and they're like, hey, brother, how you doing, brother? You know, and it's good, it's cool. So, yes, do I get more love looks? Yeah, of course. But again, I'm in a committed relationship, so. I mean, those looks, I mean, I look at them as like, what up, sister? You know what I mean? More than love looks, you know. But if I were single, it might be different, you know. Recently, black women saying brothers prefer dating Asians in Asia, duh, over them. Break it down to us, please. Yeah, I mean, duh, right? I mean, yeah, if I went to Africa, I'd be dating more Africans. If I'm in Asia, I'm going to date Asian women. If I'm in Scandinavia, I'm going to date more white women. I mean, that's it. So I think I kind of broke it down. But yeah, I mean, the reason why is because we're winning. We're winning out here. White boys are winning, but we're winning too, straight up. And some of these guys in here can tell you because they're winning currently right now. Right now, I'm winning. Like you see everything I do. I'm winning. I have a really, really, really good woman. I have a great woman. I'm winning. Okay. You can win too. There's guys in the chat right now that are winning right now. Okay. I've seen it with my own eyes. You can win. Okay. Black men, they don't stigmatize us here. I'm trying to tell you. They don't stigmatize us. Yeah, okay. They see the reports. They see online. They see what's going on. They're not blind. However, Vietnamese tend to give us more of a shot because why the fuck not? You know. That's why I'm saying don't screw it up for all the rest of us, man. If you get into a relationship, it don't work out, end it amicably. You know, end it. You know, peacefully, okay? Because the next guy wants to go in there and has to deal with your shit. You know what I mean? That exists out here too. So appreciate you. Ramel says, In Vietnam, no one is watching, but everybody's watching. That's true. You know, he understands it. He's been here. He lives here. So, yeah, yeah. Again, everybody looking. They're looking right here. Okay, but everybody's watching. Okay, so just be careful. All right, Ramon, I love you, dog. Thank you, bro. Unfriendly Stoic Live says, but he has financial backers. I don't know what that means, but okay. Thanks for the comment, bro. High Cup says, Ramel, I can't sneak into my local village. Ramel, I can't sneak into my local village without 7 NT spotting me. Yeah, yeah. So High Cup knows what's up. I mean, that's what I love about this place too. But that's what I don't like about this place too. You know, it's more up in the north. They're all up in your business. Here in the south, especially in Ho Chi Minh City, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So unless it's someone who lives around you and they're all up in your business, like, and the ANTs will be up in your business like this. Just we'll watch you walk by every day, and all day, and they watching you. They're watching you. Everybody's watching you. Trust me. How you move in this country matters. It matters. So if any of you passport pookies ever watch me, or you find this because I know my audience ain't passport pookies. All right, I know my audience ain't. But if you ever find this video or whatever, don't come here. Seriously, don't come here because it's gonna be a huge problems if you act up. So yeah, Hike Up, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Ramel says, to be real, I couldn't care less about the stigma. But in Asia, you do get judged by the General Media Association of Black Men. I can't escape it. Just have to be the best you. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I preach, man. For real. And that's what I preach. That's what I preach to Ramel in real life every day. Remember, you are Black. Remember that you are me. I am you. That's how it is here, guys. And outside of the States, they look at you and they want to know your character. What are you about? Okay. That's why it's important to get to be an expat. Be an expat. Try it. Okay. You can always go back to the States, okay? Or wherever you're from. You can always go back there. But when you try it and you get a good woman, dude, you're never going to go back. All right. But yeah, I could care less about the stigma too, but it matters. It really does matter. All right. All right. So Eric, here, I'm dropping you in right now, brother.
All right.
What's up, Eric?
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, thanks. Appreciate it.
Of course. What you got to say?
Well, man, I wanted to say about this whole passport stigma thing, passport bro thing. I love the moniker or whatever, the saying. It's cool. It's a cool saying. But in a whole, I first traveled in the early 2000s. So does that make me a passport bro? It's like 20 plus years later. But we're all just travelers. That's all it is. And you can't roll us up all into one category. You know what I'm saying? We're just a part of the world. We're a part of the world. You're saying passport, bro. You made up this moniker, but we're just a part of the world. We're a bunch of men that's traveling. You don't have to sign up. We're not the NAACP. We're not Hell's Angels. We're not Bloods, Crips, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
We're
sure.
just,
No doubt.
we're just travelers. You're gonna have some that's good. You're gonna have some that's bad. You're gonna have good expats. You're gonna have what you call pookies and ray rays. The thing is, it's a lot of good YouTubers out there that's doing some good content. It's just I feel like it's getting saturated. The space is kind of getting saturated with a lot of YouTubers, and but it's some the Isaiah Ashley show. Man, that guy came in. He found a good niche, man. Like showing people that relocated to Asian countries. I give him up on that one. I give big shouts out to that young man. So it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's doing good content. You don't have to necessarily do something for the Black community financially to be positive. You
Yeah,
know,
one
just
hundred.
hey, live your life. Hey, me, I'm coming out there. Hey, as long as I got a lady, I ain't got to fuss and argue with, and it's not. I don't feel like she's trying to be in my pocket. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
I already
I'm
know.
good. You
Well,
know, and
it's because you know how to move though, right?
right, right, yeah, yeah. I'm cool. I mean, I'm . So that's
Okay, okay.
yeah.
You've
So
been
I ain't trying to be all up in that and hanging too much like that. I mean, I like to hang every now and then, but it's I'm slowing down, man.
I totally understand, man. You've been to Vietnam before?
I haven't. I've been to the Philippines and Thailand in the early 2000s, and yeah, here lately, like the last few years, I've traveled to Colombia and Panama and Dominican Republic. So I want to get back out that way. I've been following you, man. Trust you, man. I got my eyes on you, but I ain't. You got good content, man. Real good content. I mean, I appreciate it. But I've been following you, man, and a couple other guys up in there, Vietnam. Just some are just showing off places and stuff, and Vietnam or Cambodia. That's don't sleep on them places, man. They're gonna be the next come up. You know, Thailand, I think, is getting a little saturated. To be honest with you, I mean, maybe Pattaya, but
It's too expensive though, too.
yeah, it's getting up there because like I don't know if you ever heard other brothers say, "Hey, y'all messing up the game." Y'all messing up the game, like how they were doing in Colombia and what is Dominican. Y'all was coming there flashing your dollars like you in the club in Miami somewhere. Now
Mhm.
these girls expecting more. Don't
Exactly.
mess up the game.
I
Get
agree.
get as get as close to the local price as you can. Just because a girl say, "Hey, I only cost $30," and you used to paying $250 to smash trick off or whatever. Don't say, "Oh, I'll give you 200. I'll give you 100." Don't go up and doing that. Just give her $30. You know what I'm saying?
Totally
There you go.
agree.
And
Give her the
then
$30, okay? Yeah,
she's gonna get.
because you're
I don't
fucking
know
enough for everybody, you know.
exactly. And I don't know if you remember the old shampoo ad. Well, I think it's Wella Balsam shampoo. She told a friend, and then she told a friend, and then she told two friends, and she told two friends, and then they're all going to expect it.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah,
That's why.
and
That's why I don't make content in Colombia, Brazil, none of that. You know, because
right, right.
all that's burnt.
Yeah,
That's
I
burnt
think it's
toast.
burnt. I think it's, and the thing is too. Like I was explaining to my and I'm gonna go off on something a little different. What's going on in America, the degeneracy and all the stuff we going through in America, and the immigration thing, and the I don't know if I could say it on your channel, but the
Go ahead,
kind of
talk free.
kind of what the thing Snoop Dogg is going through because he spoke on something about his grandson was in the movie and two ladies had a kid together.
Okay.
You know that is going on in America, a lot of that too. But I told my sister, I said, well, the reason why I'd like to move to like an Asian country, and she said, well, it's BS all over the world. But I said, you know what? But they're so far behind on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
the degeneracy isn't as crazy like it is in America and the BS and you telling your 7-year-old kid, your son, hey, I want to be you can identify as a female. No, man, I wish my daddy would. I wish I
I
told
think
my daddy I want to identify as something else.
I already know. I already know.
Yeah,
No, I agree. No, I totally agree with you, bro. It's that
yeah,
one, we just don't we don't need to, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. I mean, I'm not a big deal, but that's what I'm afraid of with Vietnam is just becoming another Thailand. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's
And
it's.
so
I mean, it's Thailand is still not bad as America. I don't think.
no, of course not. Hell no. No.
So we could
Thailand
do.
is still Thailand, don't get me wrong. Thailand is still great, guys, like for real, for real. But it's a lot of Westerners came, they used up Thailand and they
Yeah,
moved on. And what they left behind was expensive for the locals and expensive for us now to go to Thailand. and now it seems like other people are looking for another way to have a better, more affordable vacation, and Vietnam offers that. But again, prices have been going up slowly for the last couple of years. So
Right.
boots on the ground, I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, I'm paying more, but I'm happy to pay
It's still
more.
affordable to you though, but
Yeah, 100%. I'm still happy to pay more for for Vietnam to come up.
can I want to say this about this because we was talking about that because it's also happening in Africa. It's also happening in Mexico because that's one of their complaints because they feel like, I don't know if you saw some of the riots that was going on in Mexico with the immigration thing, and
Yeah,
they're saying, oh, well, the Americans is making the price go up. Well, the thing is, are we making the price go up, or is it the greed of that country?
it's the greed of
Same
the
thing with
company.
Puerto Rico. Is it the greed of that country? Is it us or is it them? Because if I go to Mexico and I see an apartment for $200, but then all of a sudden these people say, "Oh, well, we see some Americans coming here. We're going to get an apartment building. The apartment building is not going to be 200. We're going to raise it up to 600 because they can afford it. It's Americans. But then
Mhm.
the locals can't afford it. Is that our fault, or should it be some local restrictions on raising prices up?"
Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm glad you brought that up because it's not really on us as travelers. We don't
Exactly.
know nothing. It's on these apartment building
Hmm.
owners. It's on all of the shop owners to keep the
Yes.
price down for their people. You know what I mean?
Right. But it
So
makes it look like we're the villains, like we're coming in and and it's more of them than us.
yeah,
You know,
100%. Yeah, 100%.
this
I totally
happened,
agree with
yeah, and this happened years ago. My brother, I'm from Michigan, and my older brother, was a General Motors employee.
you. Okay.
And when they got that Saturn plant down in Nashville, I don't know if you remember the car line Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got a job at Saturn, transferred down there, and they knew the GM employees was coming. That was kind of like the money job. If you didn't have no degree or anything, you got in General Motors, you was good. You're gonna be hood rich.
Yeah,
They started
yeah.
they started they started raising up the rent because of people came down from Michigan to work for General Motors. They started raising the rent, because
Right.
they knew they were, the General Motors employees are coming. They opened up this Saturn plant and they was making bread, so they raised the rent up. And that, is that the General Motors employees' fault? No, it's just the greed of the people down there.
100%. I mean, 100%, Eric. And I'll say this before I get to another comment, real quick. Stay with me though. I'm just going to read some comments.
Okay.
You can chime in as well. But I'll say it happens everywhere, right?
Yeah.
People are tired of starving.
Right.
I totally get that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's now so in Vietnam is they've been through war. They were really hungry. You know what I
Oh.
mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
they said, "Fuck it, we're gonna, we want to come up too." And
Yeah.
I get that. I totally
Exactly.
get that. We all want a better life, but again, when your people aren't coming up as well with you, there's a huge wealth gap. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the problem is that that should never trickle down to us in the middle class. I mean, it did back in the States. It trickled down and it
Mm-hmm.
rose us up, but other countries don't run like us.
Right.
We could have been better off back in the day. The middle class could have been way better off if they didn't fuck with us back in the day.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So there's all these mitigating circumstances that didn't help the black community back in the day, but then we didn't help ourselves either
Yeah.
by compiling shit because you know how we roll. We roll big. Let's go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I mean, the thing is, we can be, because I think with that is sometimes we just feel like we got to get it now because we don't know when we're gonna get a chance to get it again. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
we get this Cadillac,
100%.
we got a good job, we get this Cadillac. Well, let's go roll this Cadillac. I don't know, this is an opportunity. I can't say I might as well just get it now. And
Yeah.
that's our problem. We kind of a now type person. We want to right then and then. So
Yeah, 100%. And not to mention, it kind of, now that you say that, it kind of reminds me of the Vietnamese mindset,
Yeah.
where it's like, let me get this right now. I don't give a fuck if they're coming back. I need this money right now so we can eat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And that, yeah, it's true. It's true. Hold on real quick. Let me get to some of these comments. They're piling up
Oh, for
on me,
sure.
and then we'll chop it back up. So stay with me.
Sure.
Unfriendly Stoic says, just let the passport bro fade out. Expats
Amen.
existed before and remain after the death of the passport bro movement. Salute to you, Unfriendly Stoic, for real, bro. Appreciate that. You have anything to say about that, Eric?
You
What do
know
you think?
what? I do agree with him because the thing is, you know what? You know what the passport bro movement remind me of? It's like you ever watch Spider-Man.
Of course.
You know he could just never do nothing right by J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. Yeah.
He always hating on it. Hating on it. He don't save the city from being messed up by the Green Goblin. But the thing is, the passport bros, we always going to be looked at it. The media. The media got a stronghold, even independent media, whatever, they got a stronghold, and they're saying, hey, these guys are this, because they already know it's considered all black guys. You know what I'm saying? But which they do have some white guys calling themselves that and different ethnicities calling themselves passport bros. But the thing is, it's almost that thing. We got to be 5 times better as our parents told us, or 3 times better. It's always going to be something wrong with us.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling. If we call ourselves passport bros, I'm not really call myself a passport bro because I was traveling before this came out. But everybody gonna look at you. Oh, you're a black guy with a passport. You're a passport bro. Well, I didn't say I was because it's really just saying you are. It's no membership or anything like that. But the
Right.
thing is, they're just gonna keep on saying we're this, we're that, we're lonely, desperate men, we're unattractive, we this and that. Okay, cool, but don't worry about it. You know, there
Oh,
have
God.
been there have been there have been Pookie and Ray Ray travelers way before the passport bros. And I'm gonna hit on something else. Yep, I'm gonna hit on something else, KT. Them white boys was cutting up in Asia and different countries way before we start traveling. You just don't see it. You don't hear about it because we're not
100%.
in their space.
Yeah.
And I have to correct one brother. They were saying, well, the Indians or whoever up in Japan, they don't really record their stuff because we're not in their space. We don't know. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know what's happening in the Indian, Korean space. They cut up, they get drunk, they cut up, they got ulterior motives too. They're
Yeah,
not
they kind of
perfect.
yeah,
They're
they
not
kind
gonna
of
be
worse than
yeah,
us.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've seen some
You know what I'm
videos.
saying? But they put
Yeah.
us we're under the microscope.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're under the microscope.
I
Everybody else,
totally.
it's just like the thing that happened with Austin when he said the Brazilian girls are easier to deal with a date or whatever. They ran it and
Yeah.
said, "Oh, he's talking about they easy." No, we didn't say that. Any fifth grader can understand that. That wasn't what that young man was talking about.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
But then you had white boys over there cutting up. I think it was, I don't want to put his name out there, but it was a white YouTuber. They be doing a lot worse than what Austin was accused of doing. They don't say nothing. They don't have no smoke. That feminist that was on Austin's ass, she ain't gonna run up on a white guy or Asian guy or nothing. And
I mean,
I still feel like he ain't do nothing wrong. Just leave it
yeah, I
alone.
mean, and I think that you're 100% spot on, but I also think that us as black men, we just have to be cognizant about that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I mean, unfortunately, they're eyeballs on us, and if we could do 1,000 things great, and we do
right.
one thing fucked up, they're
Exactly.
gonna remember that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, we have no unity as a black, as a black people. Like
Right.
we say what I mean. We do this every time we see a brother or sister. I
Yeah.
always speak. I
Yeah.
always speak. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
so they speak, I speak, and then we're good. But
Right.
then it's like that's it. Where's the black dollars that are helping us out? Where
Right.
are where are we supporting each other? Like,
Exactly.
let me refer some business and make your pockets come up. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And without being like, no, let me get this, no, let me get that, no, let me get that. It's like, come on,
Right.
man. I
Right.
don't, you know. So give me a minute. Let me get back to some
For
comments real
sure.
quick. And so Zen was here, says they should focus on more self-development. They should focus more on self-development. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, Zen. I mean, you know this because you're a brother, you're a young brother, and you are doing exactly what you preach right here. All right. So respect to you, Zen, for real. Thanks for the comment, bro. Oh, King James J says, if you are a black man headed to an overseas location, you'll be lumped into the same category. I've never felt a connection to it because I was in the military and Germany was my first assignment. Yeah. So he had a lot of white girls.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. Every time a brother come back from the military, they've been to Germany. They say, oh man,
100%.
white women doing them girls out, white women out there love some brothers. I'm like, what? And thinking back, like I've heard brothers been saying this since I was young in high school in the '80s, when brothers come back from Germany, and I'm like, you mean Nazi Germany? You know what I'm saying? Like they like, but hey, who
They
knew?
really do, though. I've been to Germany. I've been to Germany many, 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 many times, and I used to live in the Netherlands, and so
Oh,
it's
really?
right
Okay.
next. It's right next door. So yeah,
Yeah.
I used to live in the Netherlands for almost a year, and so yeah, I'll just put it this way: the white girls over there in Germany, not the Netherlands, but in Germany, they fucking love us over there. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
cap.
You
So
know,
go ahead.
now have you noticed like some of the I've been following some German, like looking at some videos and stuff. Some of those girls have a little. Some of the women I've seen look like they have a little color to them. Have you
Yeah,
noticed
yeah, of
the
course.
the one
It,
the
it
one lady
it
that
depends on where you go, though. It depends on where you
okay,
go.
yeah, because the one lady that they was kind of coming at the head, she's got a YouTube channel. I don't know her first name, but her last name is Banks, and she speaks up because she's a German and she's married to a Black American.
I,
She's been in the space, but she look like she has a little color to her, like some I don't know what. She dark hair, black hair, and I think she was saying that some of the women are from I forgot what country it was, but it was where they're more tanner. They're more darker. The hair is dark, and yeah, so it looked like some of them got some little color to them.
I mean, I've seen all kinds of German women, but yeah,
Okay.
let's get into it. Let's get into it. Bliss Horizon says, "Hey guys, can you explain, educate me on who are Pookie?" Eric, I'm gonna give this to you.
Oh wow.
What's a
it's
Pookie to you, Eric?
it's and I mentioned this on Al Waffle's channel before, and I said some of these people, I really think that their family gave them a one-way ticket because they wanted to get rid of them. We're gonna send them way over here. But it's the Pookies that are the ones that's really cutting up, man. I mean, the ones that's cutting up, I mean, it's a way to act. I don't care if you're young, but you gotta understand how to act in these different countries. You do when in Rome, do as the Romans do. The Pookies are the ones kind of cutting up there and in the club and drinking and spending up the money. And I mean, the thing is, it's kind of hard to explain, but when they do, what Jay Rella was accused of doing, that's pretty much Pookie-ish. You come in there with bad intent. You're not really, you know. Um, I mean, is all black men considered Pookies? No, because you got some white ones too.
Yeah,
You got some white ones, like I say. They've been cutting out. They've been cutting up out here for years, way before we started way before this passport bro movement started. These white boys, white boys cut up when they get some drinking. Them boy, whew,
yeah,
man, trust
yeah,
me. And I worked in the medical field, and I had to deal with guys that was nurses and physicians assistants, and we get together and go out after a shift or something.
yeah.
I said, "Well, damn, I'm shit."
I've seen it too. Believe me, I've seen it. I've seen
All
it too.
right,
It's pretty crazy, but let
yeah,
me kind of piggyback on that. So Bliss Horizons, a Pookie is someone who is I'll put it this way: a pookie is someone who, if we're going to talk in a passport bro context, let's just keep it there. So if we have a passport bro who goes out and is traveling for women, right, and sleeping around and whatever, okay, then a passport pookie is doing the same thing but broke.
Yeah, that's a better explanation.
Okay, and so what happens? What comes with being broke and traveling for women is a fucking mess, and so that's what,
Desperation, scam.
yeah, and so scamming, getting scammed, asking for money, begging for money. If you have a
Yeah,
YouTube channel, these are characteristics of passport pookies. And unfriendly stoic, I know you can help me on this terminology as well. So drop that in there as well in the comments. So these are the characteristics of a passport pookie. Okay, passport bro is someone who's got money for the most part and is looking for a wife. Let's just say, and messing around with a bunch of females. Okay, that's the short end. Okay,
yeah,
and but passport pookies, they do the same thing, just broke. Just keep it at
yeah.
that.
Right,
You want to say
because
something?
yeah, because you could travel and you don't necessarily have to get married. Me, I think I just want to get there and just be at peace. Just learn what it's not like to be in America. Learn what it's
100%.
learn what it's not like to not get profiled. Learn what it's like to, be like when I leave my house in America, I'm thinking, okay, if I go around to the gas station, am I gonna get stopped? Am I gonna,
Yeah,
or am I gonna run into a Karen? Am I gonna run into we got people with a lot of psych issues here too. And you just want to
100%.
go there and get that out your system, first of all. Maybe your first week, you just want to get that out your system. Then maybe, like, oh man, okay, I'm really free. I'm really cool. I'm off the plantation. I really am. I'm off the
Yeah,
plantation. Did nobody stop me and ask me for my ID or pull me over or, I'm walking down the street. Nobody's following me through the store. What? Wow.
yeah. And these are things that when I talk about peace of mind on my channel, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. It's like,
Right.
the shit that black men deal with back home.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the little things of people following you around, people snitching on you for some dumb shit.
Oh yeah.
It's that
Oh yeah.
it's that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Here, I'm not gonna say it doesn't exist because it does. It depends on the type of person, but that they're everywhere. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, 99% of your all that is gone.
Right.
What would you do with peace of mind, folks? I mean, this is part of it. People don't think about it. They think about the affordability of what
This is
Vietnam has to offer, but that's only like 20. That's only like 20%. Like everything else, the benefits. The reason why I stay here is because all the benefits are better than the negatives. I'm gonna be honest. So,
and I'm gonna
but
tell you one thing, that peace of mind, that's gonna take that stress off. And stress
100%,
stress is a killer, and people don't realize
100%,
stress
100%.
is a killer.
I mean,
I, I
even if you live here for a couple of years and then
hmm
you rejuvenate your mind, rejuvenate your
hmm
body, and you can start saving some money,
hmm
actually saving money, then you can move a little bit easier. You can
right.
breathe better.
Yeah,
These are the
yeah,
things I talk about with my clients. Like they don't understand that stress because they're in it right now,
right. And
but
it become used to it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't realize it until I lifted off, and then
Right.
I felt all this stress and anxiety
Mhm.
just go like seriously.
Right.
It was a feeling in my body, in my mind, where I went. It just went like,
Yeah,
and I've
exactly.
never felt stressed ever since 2018. I'm
Wow.
honest to
Wow.
God, I haven't been stressed other
Yeah.
than these last 4 months. These last few months, that was the issue I was going through with the school,
Right.
with my work. But that was the only time since 2018 that I've been feeling like even a little bit stressed. Like,
Right.
But
Yeah,
let me get to these comments real quick, and
for
then we'll
sure.
come back. Paperback Marketing says, I personally feel there should be no labels. We are individuals. However, I do think there should be some level of accountability from the OGs in the game. Facts. A lot of younger guys need direction. Yeah, I totally agree. A lot of the OGs are too busy watching for entertainment with popcorn. They're not being role models, right? Because they either didn't have proper role models themselves or they don't really give a fuck, you know? So it's on us as content creators to really be about our shit and be about it. Show it and be about it. Because if you stand on, I want to be a passport bro, stand on it. If you stand for, I'm not part of the passport bro, but I'm all about my people and I love traveling and showing, new cool shit, then step 10 toes down on that. You know what I mean? But it's too many people going, wiggling back and forth. You know what I mean? Follow those creators who are doing the right thing. Fuck those creators who are not doing the right thing.
Right,
Honestly, guys.
right.
Even if it's not me, follow somebody else, man, because it's what matters the most is your life, not my life as a content creator or anyone else content creator's life. Okay. We have our own things that we need to do in order to get clicks and all this shit. And so I'm gonna give you the real deal, but always verify it yourself. All right. Eric, you have something you want to talk about this?
Now continue.
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
listening.
Yeah, I definitely think that OGs in the game, especially in the Black travel space, are letting a lot of us younger creators wise and age wise down. Period. And I think that it's important to have spaces where we can talk about this stuff, like our channels or whatnot. And there's too many passport pookies who are creating channels and they're pushing their narrative out there,
Mhm.
instead of having the good men talk to each other and organize and make action and
Mhm.
take action. Eric, you got something for that?
Yeah. My thing is the thing is it's an opportunity for people, some people who really don't have no skills. When they put out a trash channel promoting, degeneracy, so how you gonna not tell them? And the thing is, I think a lot of times too, a lot of the OGs don't want to tell the younger brothers because sometimes in America, when we try to tell them something,
Yeah.
this is what we're used to. When we try to tell some of the younger brothers, whether it's your girlfriend's sons or something, who jumped in and said, "No, don't you don't need to tell." Who jumps in the middle and says, sometimes they don't listen to us. But I think that's why how some brothers feel. They're not gonna listen to me because they kind of they can be kind of, no man, you can't tell me shit, old man. You know what I'm saying? Or and some may listen,
Yeah.
but you're out here, it's a part of the world. You got these brothers, they don't get a trash channel for clickbait and this and that. And, you know, what can you do? I mean, if YouTube doesn't shut them down, you're going to have that audience. You're going to have that dramatic audience. I was listening to somebody's live. I'm not going to mention, but it was just, and I just went on and shut it off because I mean, dude seemed like a good dude, but it was just kind of a dramatic. It was a live, but it was just so dramatic. It was involving the YouTuber over in Kenya, but it was just like, okay, well, what more can we do? The dude did what he did. I don't know if he's still in Kenya or whatever. Let's not drag it on. He did what he
Yeah.
did. He is who he is, Just like we have so much different content out there that's trash. Hey, we have some content that, we have swirlers that trash black men. We have um, women that trash men. We have races that trash, it's just all over the map because it's the world. And YouTube, they have guidelines, but different different channels or different whatever, they have guidelines, but some people are able to go and spew BS. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I agree. Let me get some of these comments down.
Sure.
So I appreciate you, Eric.
Yeah.
High Cup says, learn to count Vietnamese. That's a big help living here. Yeah, definitely. If you can learn to count in Vietnamese, that's gonna save you 50% of everything. Seriously,
Cool.
because everything's all about money.
Oh yeah.
Stoic, I'm gonna let you in a minute. If you guys want to come on up. Let's have a discussion. This is what I wanted this live to be particular. Come up, we family. Let's talk about it. I don't care who you are. Just come up. Don't be photobombing me. So Stoic, let me get some of these comments in, and then I'm gonna drop you. I'll let you talk. Okay. All right. So learn Vietnamese numbers. 50%. You'll be all right. You'll be good here. Cho Mary says at KT, the black tax is the financial obligation many black individuals feel and are expected by family. I've definitely, I see you Strictly Travel. And I'm glad you're here. I want to chat with you as well. The black tax, I don't know. You guys know anything about a financial obligation? Because he said something else. So give me a minute.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, me neither. We're like, nah, you go and get your own money. That's my money. Okay, he says, Cho Mary says, my white and Asian friends are getting funds and houses from their parents, but I have to give the funds and buy houses to my older people. That's black tax. Okay. I feel what you're saying. To me, that's inheritance. You know what I mean? So,
well, I think he's saying this backwards because I think he's saying like he has to give his parents a place to live or something, or help them out or something like that. You know how a football player, he might come up and get his first contract and bam, he got to take care of mom and pops because they're just working low end jobs or so maybe that's what he's talking about. I'm not sure, but
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a lot of that was taken away from us. We wasn't able to do it because with the a lot of stuff that we built up, they tore down, so we wasn't able to build generational wealth. That's the problem, and not giving us opportunities to have businesses in our community. That's the problem. So
100%. Stoic, do you have anything to say about it?
As far as I didn't really experience the black tax because my parents are professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't had to give anything yet either.
Yeah, I didn't experience it either.
Cho Mary, hey, I know you balling, so maybe that's just part of the game. Mom's dad's like, hey, we raised you now. Come on now, give it to me. Thanks for the comment, bro. Ramel says,
I'm sorry. When my parents retired from General Motors, man, they were making more money on their pension than what I was making on a full-time job.
100%. Well, I mean, you could do something back in the day, but not so much anymore. So Ramel says, white guys winning is more just their image is better, but consistently after dating me, it's hard for a Vietnamese girl to go back to anything else. Boys, we individually making it cool to date us. Facts. Ramel, why don't you come on the panel, man? And spit some game for these people, man. They need to hear you. So yeah, I definitely agree. I keep trying to tell you guys, and Stoic knows he's dating out here as well. Vietnamese women, although they like Vietnamese men, 95% of the time, there's still millions of women who want to date a foreigner, and we are winning. I'm telling you.
Right.
Just keep trying to tell you. All right. Strictly Travel, you are on. Just give me a minute, brother. So any of you guys have anything to say about this? Stoic, I know you're dating out here. What you got to say about this, brother?
Well, what I've noticed is that Vietnamese women are very territorial. That's one thing I've noticed for sure.
For sure.
That means jealous.
For sure.
Synonyms,
For sure. Okay, let me get some of these comments down, and then we'll have a conversation. And Strictly, I'll get to you in 1 minute, brother. All right, Ken Padmore says, "What's a passport, bro?" So, Ken, we'll break it down. Actually, let me show you. I'll show you better than I can tell you. All right, give me a minute here. I'll go real quick over it for you, Ken. Okay, a passport bro. I'm right here. A passport bro is usually defined as a man who travels abroad primarily to seek romantic or sexual relationships with women in other countries. Okay, so basically, this right here is the definition. All right. Then number two is their identity is tied heavily to dating, relationships, and masculinity narratives rather than broader life goals. Okay. So again, that's what a passport bro is. Okay. And we talked about that in the very beginning of the live. So if you can on the replay, just go over there and it'll break it down for you. Anybody have any inks about these definitions? Anybody?
Man, that sounds like that's coming from a lady. That definition right there, when they, So
I kind of feel like it's been leaning more towards the, how I put it lightly, like the monger territory as of lately, with the guys that are being pushed and promoted as of lately.
Okay. Elaborate.
So you know, like the J Rello, for example, like guys like that seem to be kind of pushed more than like, you know, other guys. There are some older cats like what's his name?
Richie Mack or
Nah, not Richie Mack. I don't know him very well. I'd say I'm not a passport bro, and I'm not a major proponent of the space. But what I would say is that, like, when I first discovered it, there was two guys that I saw. It was Beautiful Lies and then Love Crossing Borders. And these guys,
Andre.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So these guys go overseas to find traditional women to marry. But with the younger cats, what I've noticed, they're kind of going over there just to kind of do the P for P stuff.
Right.
Okay. Strictly, you have anything for this?
Hey, how are you guys? It's been
What's
quite
up,
a
man?
while.
It's been a
I'm good,
long time, friend. Been a long time.
I'm glad you're doing great in Vietnam. You and Stoic, that's good. That's good. I've seen Stoic
I
join.
can barely hear you, brother.
Yeah.
Can you
Can you hear
speak
me
up?
now?
Can you speak
Can
up?
you hear me
No,
now?
it's just really faint.
What about now? Is it better?
It's still kind of low.
That's weird. Let me see. It's still low?
It's getting better.
Okay. So I'm glad to see that you guys are doing great in Vietnam and that Stoic joined the club. That's good.
Yeah, definitely.
What's up, man?
So, do you have anything on the passport bro? What's a passport bro to you?
Well, the passport bro is Gerello.
Because before you talk, I know we had our thing the last time I spoke with you. In full transparency, Strictly Travel and myself and Ant had a thing maybe a year ago that we haven't really resolved as men. And I'm glad you're here because a year ago I messaged you and you left me on red. So what's up with that?
You know what? You have to refresh my memory. I know, because it's been so long, and I haven't been really participating on the space. I've been going like in and out, kind of doing my own thing because I realized that was more toxicity than anything else. so, I just.
I mean, we definitely don't need to talk about it on air, but I would like to, I didn't get a chance to really
Sure,
talk
well,
to you about it as men. You know what I mean? Nothing,
okay, we'll do that.
no brother stuff. Just talking as men. But let's stay here. What do you think a passport bro is?
Well, a passport, bro, is really it's Gerello. Because yeah, seriously, because what I've seen so far, I've met because honestly, when I first got into the space, I was new to the term. That was about a year and a half ago that I've learned what the term passport bro is because I've been traveling for years, and then my travel was never based on finding women. It wasn't the main thing. I mean, of course, when you travel abroad, you meet women and you engage in relationship, but it was never on a paying basis. To me, it was like you meet regular women, you engage into a normal relationship, and that's how it went by over the years. It was never paying services. It was not. It has never been focused. And to me, traveling, I didn't travel to look for women because I had a wife in the United States. So to me, I was never into that looking for conservative type of women because to me, just my relationship didn't work out at first. Then got another one, and so forth. So, but when I look at what's going on in the space, it's really appalling. I mean, it's really appalling and disgusting. I mean, especially the last open real. I mean, I know the guy was cuckoo, but not to that level. I gotta realize the guy. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
serious.
and if you don't, and if you guys are just joining us, let me catch them up real quick, up to speed. We're talking about this. Hang with me 1 second. We're talking about this. Let's go like that. Boom.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm coming again, man. I'm mad as fuck. I could have went to Joburg if I gonna get curved out. Damn, they just ugly. Like, it's just ugly bitches. Ugly bitches, yo. Ugly ass bitches. I don't even want to pay for these hoes. They so mid. That's bad when you don't want to even pay for none because they so mid. No, she wasn't mid. I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking about the girls that's, oh, nigga.
Yo, brother, they said you should wear that drip tomorrow.
I'm trying. I got plenty different outfits. I'm not wearing this thing. I'm dripping too. What's up, man? Man, it's too dead. I'll come back. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead, and your ladies are mid. That's what it is. Fucking dummy. Fucking told me 6 times. I'ma do it. I'ma do it. Say whatever, dummy. Lying, yo. Fucking hate a fucking lying ass. Lie and go through all of this just to get back here and act dumb. You knew I kept saying. I said, you cool with video? You cool with video? You said you gonna wear your mask. You said you was gonna do all of that.
Oh Lord.
Okay. All right. So basically, we're talking about passport. We're talking about passport bros. Who killed it? So basically, is it dead? Is it not? Strictly, back to you. Strictly, what do you think?
No.
Is the movement
No.
dead, or
It's dead.
what do you think?
It's dead. It's dead because passport bro and S blah 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 X is the same type tourism. I mean, there's no difference. So that's all they do. They aren't going there to look for women. They're going there to trick. It's a big difference. I mean, it's dead. It's dead. And I've met a few guys in the DR, and I was so surprised to see that. I mean, I even tried to put a reality show together but then I realized that the main focus wasn't even looking for women. It was literally all they wanted to do was trick. I was like, it doesn't even make any sense. I mean, and you'd be surprised, like a regular working woman that have a job, education, they don't want to deal with. Black American because they just feel like it's just a waste of time. All they want is just. I mean, they literally it's just about paying. It's just about it's just about pleasure. It's about this. I mean, there are limits. I mean, it's dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay.
dead. Dead. I mean, it's
Okay,
just,
Eric, what do you think about this?
So
Do
so
you
are
think
you talking about are you talking about black women in America don't want to deal with black men?
I'm talking about just the passport bro movement? Is it dead,
No,
or
I
what
was
do you?
asking strictly travel because he mentioned black men and you know the black women in America didn't want to deal with black men because he felt like it's a waste of time.
well, the thing about black women in general. I mean, we need to understand something. I mean, it's culturally based. So when you've been oppressed for so long, you have a tendency of developing some type of defense mechanism. And that's the thing that's it became a part of the culture. And with this feminism thing, when it comes to black women in the United States, they don't have much to offer, but then they want a lot. So it becomes a problem. When you go
Right.
abroad, you realize that that's, you can deal with the find a woman and give you less hassle. So what would you do? You go for the one that give you less hassle. That's normal. You don't want to be fighting the rest of your life. I mean,
You don't, bro.
if you
I can say that I'm a black man in America, and I'm 59 years old, and I'm right now. I'm not even trying to, date because I don't want to deal with the hassle. It's not only the black woman; it's the black man too. You know. Um,
yeah, I agree. But what I want to say something. I mean, the thing about I've because my first wife was American, and then I mean I was coming from abroad, so, so I really start my dating life in the United States. So I thought it was normal until I started to travel, then realized that I said, hold on, I'm getting a better treatment.
yeah.
The woman, the woman is finer, and that's giving me the problem because I thought it was normal because that's all I knew. And once you
Right.
start
Exactly.
experimenting, you realize,
Chaos. Chaos.
Yeah.
you're like, no, no,
All
no,
right.
no. Go ahead.
Let me cut you off real quick. Strictly, I'm sorry, brother. Hold
Sure.
that thought. I got some more comments and super chats. So uh these super chats I don't like. I know it's a troll, but I'm just gonna show them.
Okay.
Okay, and then keep it moving. Thank you for the super chat. Whoever sent that, appreciate it. High Cup says that's what I don't want to see Vietnam becoming like Thailand. I totally agree. I don't want that either, High Cup. That's why when I make content about Vietnam, I really want to see people from the West come up. And if Vietnam
right.
gives them the opportunity to come up, then I'm all for that. I want the right people here, High Cup. So not, but again, it's inevitable. Vietnam wants to come up. So it's really up to your government and it's really up to your people to change. We're just taking advantage of an opportunity. And if we can help Vietnam, then I would love to help Vietnam. I have a little bit more invested than most travelers do here, but I'll just say my thing, I want Vietnam to come up. I want to see the Vietnamese people live a better life. So I appreciate
Right.
you. I appreciate you. Anybody want to say anything about that? About Vietnam becoming Thailand? Anybody?
But I have a question. It seems
I
like, for what I've seen, Vietnam doesn't seem to be like Thailand. I don't see. I mean, when it comes to the number one destination, you have Thailand that comes up first, and Thailand's always been known for pretty much he she. You know what I mean by that, and
Yeah,
so it's
yeah, yeah.
been it's always been. I mean, when you think about Thailand, that's what you see. When you think about Vietnam, so I don't think it's gonna be really like Thailand. I also think of maybe because for the admixture, they don't have that many. Maybe more cultural, maybe it's more culturally still in healthy side of the spectrum. I think that's what it seems like. But Thailand was kind of surprised because Thailand it's also predominantly Muslim, and I was kind of surprised to see that it's so. I mean, it's so open minded, so liberal. So to me, it's kind of it's kind. I've never been to Thailand. The closest I've been to that will be Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, and so I don't know much about Thailand. Nor am I interested in going to Thailand. Because I mean, unless I have maybe a business deal or anything of that nature, but just go and visit and do what the
Why
rest
don't
of
you
the guys
come?
do.
Have you ever been out to Vietnam?
No, that's Vietnam. I would love to say because it seems like they have lots of incentive lately. I've seen because they're trying to position themselves as in economically, so that will be something to look at. But I don't know much about Vietnam. I mean, I haven't made any the only real information I get from Vietnam is really from your channel, you know. So
Yeah.
when it
Okay. Well,
when it comes to investment and stuff like that, I'm not sure how it works in Vietnam, you
yeah.
know. I would love
Well,
to, yeah.
that's why you got to. That's why you got to keep in contact with me, boy. My boy.
Perfect.
I mean,
I'll do that.
100%. Is this is why you got to come. A lot has happened in the last year, my boy. All right, Ramel, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? I can't stay long. I just come in quickly to show some love. Really enjoyed this conversation, man.
Much love to you, my brother. You have anything you want to say?
Yeah, man. So I agree with everything you're saying, especially the difference you broke down between passport bro and expat. And similar to me, to you, man, when I first came here, women were a secondary thing, man. The main thing is about quality of life and opportunities. And once you establish yourself as a man, the women are going to come. So yeah, just focus on building. So respect to you, bro.
Respect to you, my boy. You know what it is.
All
Tell the
right.
people about your channel.
Yeah, man, guys, you can find me at Making It Abroad. That's it, just at Making MAKING IT Abroad. So yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a few years, but I just started it. I'll be showing weekly videos. Two things: life in Vietnam, and second, I document experiences with other expats traveling here.
Much love. Go follow Making It Abroad.
All
This
right.
dude,
Cool.
this dude right here, this guy right here, fire. Where you off to, boy? You always moving.
I'm always on the move. You know me. I'm in the cut right now, this little alley. But bro, this is a nice little cafe. Here's a quick plug for everybody. If you're ever in Ho Chi Minh, District 3, this place right here, Cafe Slow, real nice low-key restaurant,
Cool.
man. I've got all the spots for you.
Fire.
All
I
right.
love it. Hey, anybody want to ask Ramel a question before he leaves?
I just want to say, hey man, hope to see you there someday.
Respect, brother. More than welcome, man. Look forward to connecting.
All right.
Hey, thanks for tapping in, my boy. Love you, dog. You know what it is.
Respect,
Rest up.
gentlemen. Have a
Rest up.
great
We got
day.
a long week, brother.
100%, man. Have a great day, guys. Peace.
All right, bro. Love.
Okay, just subscribe. Okay, Making the Broad. Got it.
Facts.
Right.
So, yeah, we're definitely doing. See, this is why what I preach on this channel is building Black-owned businesses, especially
Right.
here in Vietnam. They don't even exist, really. They don't exist, guys. So
Oh, wow.
if you can get in, get in now, or get in the next couple years, preferably now, just because this place is like this. They've changed everything. I mean, am I wrong or right, Stoic?
Yeah, I would say 100%. Vietnam to me is the best place to be out here in Southeast Asia, and
Oh,
we don't
really?
really have.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't. There's a lot of business opportunities, and we don't really have the Pookie problem that you see in like Thailand or Kenya or these other locations.
100%. 100%. And go follow Stoic, Unfriendly Stoic Live. He does a lot of shorts, so he gives you in and out. Stoic, tell him about your channel, bro.
Well, right now I'm just doing like lifestyle pieces, just showing like just daily life and different activities that you can do out here in Ho Chi Minh City. And I also have like a long form channel. I haven't put anything out on there yet, but it's Unfriendly Stoic TV.
All right, Unfriendly Stoic TVs. Check them out. All right, let me get the rest of these comments here real quick.
For sure.
Zen was here. Seems many expats are leaving overcrowded Bali for Vietnam. So I haven't noticed this. Have any of you guys noticed this? Expats.
I've seen more expats leaving Thailand and coming to Vietnam, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, facts. Same here.
Yeah.
Strictly.
Yes, I'm here.
Have you noticed expats? I know you don't really focus on Southeast Asia, but just to get your opinion, have you noticed anybody leaving Bali, leaving Thailand, leaving Dubai to come to Vietnam? Is that a thing?
I've seen a few from Thailand, Dubai not yet, because I believe that because here's what we need to understand about Dubai. Dubai has a big rotative population. So people comes and go, and the Vietnamese that have known Dubai just went back to Vietnam just to they made their money in Dubai. They were there for X amount of years, and then went back to Vietnam and invest. That's though I've known a few of them like this, but I haven't met any that, because Dubai, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, it's full of expat, and the majority of people are from India. Then you have a few from I mean, the rest of that is Asia. But when it comes to Vietnam, the one I know just went back after X amount of time, because Dubai is nice, but the problem is, I mean, it's not the place where Dubai is all about money. So after a
Yeah.
while, that money culture gets old. You're like, okay, well, so it's all about money. I mean, doesn't matter who you are. It's money, 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 money.
Yeah,
When
you
can
got
afford
the
that,
green. You got that green. They're gonna be like, come on in now.
If you don't have any green, then after a while you just get tired of it. Okay, then you realize that okay, it's nice, but to settle long run, you're like, nah. It gets when we're like, no, it gets old, and and they also have they change the law constantly, and then so it's a place where you don't know what to expect sometimes, So yeah.
Eric, do you have anything on this?
No, I'm cool. Well, I know Isaiah just moved over to Vietnam too, because he just
Yeah.
did a podcast with showing his place in Vietnam, but he still has
Yes.
a place in Thailand.
Yeah. No, I have a little something to do with that, but
Okay, yeah, because I seen your interview, and it's like right after your interview, it's like he moved.
Yeah, hey, I'm telling y'all, behind the scenes, I'm doing something over here. So,
Right.
yeah, if we coming up out here, guys.
Right. And you know, when you get the chance to, I want to like talk with you off cam or whatever. Off
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna have the conversation right now. That's for sure. All right, Zen, thank you, man. Appreciate you, Zen. Thanks for the message, my brother. Appreciate it. Bliss Horizon says, appreciate the explanation, Eric. Appreciate the explanation, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. Love you, by the way. You're great. If you're still on, High Cup says territorial. Yeah. And High Cup, yes, Ramel is from the UK. So
yeah, I caught that. I caught the accent and the shirt too.
yeah, definitely. Thanks for the comment. I really appreciate it, High Cup. All right. Dun 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 dun. Paper bag. What's up, brother? You there?
Yeah, what's going on? I just wanted. Oh shit, I'm on camera. I just wanted to stop in.
Surprise. So what do you think? What do you think, Paper Bag? Is the Passport Bro movement dead? And who killed it? Paper Bag, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm getting an echo. I'm trying to adjust to it there real quick. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, oh yeah. You live, brother.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me.
You want to come back in?
Yeah. Okay. So, I personally think it's. Yeah, I want to come back. I'll come back in.
Okay. Set yourself up. Okay. So Stoic, what do you think, brother? I didn't think I got your opinion on.
I mean, as far as the Passport Bro space, like I said before, I never considered myself a Passport Bro. I've been traveling since like 2017. I've been to like 20 different countries. I lived in like 4 or 5, the UK, Malta, Vietnam, Thailand, Jamaica. I've been to a few places where I've actually lived at. But what I see, what's going on, like it's moved far away from what I thought it was. So maybe I had the wrong impression, where it was supposed to be a space where guys wanted to travel overseas to meet traditional women. But what I see now is just like mongering, and now you see people trying to get into the P Star space, you know, so it's kind of looks like
No,
so it's something totally
Right.
different than what I knew. So I like
Yeah.
to stay far away
I know.
from that stuff.
Yeah.
With the Stoic, when I saw that, I was like, okay, you know what? It's over. It's over. That's pretty much, you know. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. When I saw the peace stuff, I was like, this is so. At the end, that's what it was all about. I'm like, really? And I bet people actually gonna pay for the membership. I'm like, you know, I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, this is what's supposed to be about the culture. What's supposed to be about. I mean, better ourselves. You know, instead of doing that, we just put ourselves in such a low spectrum that is not even fathomable. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, and and
just
and I gotta say something real quick. So I don't know whoever's trying to troll Stoic here, but it's not cool on my channel. So I will take you off. I timed you out. So um, knock the bullshit off. We're adults. We're black men. We're uplifting each other on this channel. You go do that to someone else's channel, I don't really care. I'm uplifting people here. Okay. I don't put up with that shit. So take your bullshit somewhere else. Whoever you are, it's not welcomed here on this channel. Okay. Stoic is a good dude. He may have made mistakes, but he's trying to make it up. Okay. That's what's wrong with black people. I know you black too, but that's what's wrong with black folks. Give people a chance, man. Give people a chance. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to say that. Okay, paper bag. Is it dead?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
perfect.
sir.
Okay, no echoes. Good. So is the passport movement dead? You know what? Me personally, the way we know it today, it's dead. Okay. Before people labeled it as a passport bro movement, there were passport bros. You know,
Yeah.
and a lot of the young, I shouldn't blame all young people, but a lot of people came into the space using that name and changed the definition for, you know, the masses through YouTube channels. But brothers have been traveling for, sheesh.
Years.
I mean, I remember
Decades.
I've been on I went on a group trip back in, what was that, 2002. It was Black Men Who Travel, I think was the name of the group. Okay. And it was you know, they had a passport logo and everything. It was, you know, a big deal. But yeah, I mean, as we know it now, it's dead. It just needs to be kind of redefined. Let's put it that way, redefined and repositioned.
100%. 100%. I totally agree. I totally agree. I mean, and then I think overall people will want to be associated with passport bros. Like right now, a lot of it has been stigmatized. It's been played out. A lot of people at this point, I think, are like, I'm good on that. But if it were a positive, and they were like, oh, dude, you're doing your thing, you're a passport bro, hell yeah. Then I think people will be like, yeah, sign me up, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be an ambassador. But I think we just need to change. We need to start focusing on creators who are making an impact, not these fucked up, you know, YouTubers who are doing stupid shit, but the ones who are actually showing good content, trying to help people and help people come up. I think that will help the image of a black man, of course, online, but as well, I think that it would help the image of passport bros. What do you guys think?
But I see, that's the thing, though. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. You know, I think that's how the term goes. But
I don't know. That's before my time. Okay.
yeah. So the ones making the most noise are the pookies. You know, the regular average Joe like you or myself or I think Strictly is on here, travel without, you know, any kind of issue, but they're not broadcasting it to the world. You know who is broadcasting to the world? The
The pool.
bookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Please.
Would you agree with me now? Like paper bag, man, you old school like me. But would you agree with me when the movement was down from the beginning, and I'm not saying because it was bad, but when I first seen those brothers flashing their passports and said we going to places and getting better women, it was already down anyway, because that's when, not saying that it's bad or anything, but it was down because the black women came out, man. They was killing us, bro. They were already saying the things before we even got out there, before a lot of brothers got out to travel. I mean, like I've been traveling since early 2000s, but they was already, when they saw that, man, it was like they had fire in their eyes. Like, we really, y'all going somewhere else? Y'all gonna find some fit feminine women somewhere else? Y'all not gonna deal with our bullshit here? And when I seen them brothers do that with them passports, I said, "Oh shit." I did. I said, "Oh shit, they don't fucked up now."
It's over. It's over.
But
Yeah,
it's just like I said before, it's just a part of the world. We never had we never signed up. We just, hey, passport, bro. It's just a moniker, and we're just black men that travel. You're gonna have some knuckleheads. You're gonna have some knuckleheads. That brother that's going through the stuff right now, he's not the be all, the end all of the passport bro movement. They just taking this and they just taking his incident and magnifying and running with it.
yeah,
That boy
100%.
got a problem. I believe the boy got a problem, but they just taking the situation and magnifying and running with it because it's one person that done something out of so many.
Yeah, I mean, it to be honest, it takes the community to bring up content creators who are doing the right thing.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's not enough of y'all, which there is, but not enough of y'all that come over to a channel like mine that support. Let's keep it a buck. All right.
Yeah.
Most black men, older OGs or whatever, they don't even look at my channel because that's boring. I don't want it. I don't want to go and do that boring shit. It's like, well,
Man,
that's what you need. That's
I
what
look
you
at
need.
right. Yeah.
You know, I mean, and if it's not me, it's somebody else. Go check someone else out that you vibe with. But at the end of the day, it's like, what I'm saying is that if we put so much energy and money into those guys, why couldn't you do that for us?
Right.
And the other creators who don't show that shit.
Right.
You know?
That is so true.
I agree.
And I'm cool with the YouTuber, man, because I watch a lot of different YouTubers, black and white. I mean, I even watch All Things Pattaya, Buzzing Pattaya, because they show different content. They show you how to buy property, situation. They tell stories. It's not always walking through the streets. And we know you're walking through the streets through Brazil or wherever, you're showing what you're showing. When you're walking through the streets, Brazil, Dominican, wherever, what you're showing. You're showing the lady. That you're damn right.
I
I mean, the bottom line, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I do understand it as far as the viewer's point, because even as a viewer myself, I like looking at some tits and ass when they're walking around, but you don't have to make the content all about that.
All about that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind
of what you got, Strictly.
No, as you said, I mean, it's women. I mean, we are men, so we're gonna look at. They can be like,
of course,
men. I mean, there's more into that. Like, for instance, I remember last week I went to a place called Camp Dave in the ranch in Santiago. I've never been there, and the place was beautiful. I even put, video footage on it, and I was like, "Wow, this is good." But you will never see any brothers in this type of places. I mean, and like until now, the other day, someone invited me, "Hey, let's go to Sosu." I'm like, "I'm gonna go there and do what?" That's what I'm trying to understand. I mean, I'm gonna go there, and what am I gonna do? Because I'm not interested in what they're doing there. Because I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So, but I mean, it was like a whole group of I've just met them at the next to my apartment. They're like, "Yeah, tomorrow we're going there," and they were so happy. I was like, I mean, then you start to wonder, am I dry? Am I wrong, or what is it, or there's something wrong with me? Because to me, it just doesn't. I mean, and see, like yesterday, I was close to. Sorry, last weekend I was close to Susua. I went to Santiago. I reached Puerto Plata. I went to see a construction site that we're actually working on. And I was like, and I saw the big sign said Susua. I didn't have even the desire to go there. And that's why authorities are cracking down on it. That's why they decided to close that place up, because Susua was full of cheap businesses. So now what they do now, literally do what is called a gentrification, literally. They are bringing bigger business, like they just brought Hard Rock Cafe. So a big Hard Rock Cafe is gonna kill this business, like, you know, I don't
Yeah.
want to mention all, it's gonna create some type of conflict.
So-
So lots of those.
So strictly to piggyback on your point, how do we get brothers to be interested in a place that has little to no booty? You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, and Stoic, you can attest to this. Okay, tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm being honest. There are some Vietnamese girls here that got booty, got tiggle bitty, and they thick. Am I right or wrong, Stoic?
Hey, thick don't apply just to the black community anymore.
Very bad. I would say 100%. You could find what you're looking for. It tends to be a little bit more on the slimmer side out here, but if you like thickness, that's definitely something that's available out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is why I get it. You know, I like slender women. So I do like my curves as well. But there's to me, that's my preference, slender women. And so
Yeah.
I will say this: Vietnam shocked me a lot seeing thick Asian girls, thick. And this is why I never count a country out, any country. Why? Because you're not here on the ground. You see the skinny minis on TV and shit, and on YouTube
Exactly.
and online, but you don't see the real thick ones. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them out here, especially in Ho Chi Minh City. Am I right or wrong, Stoic?
Yeah, 100%. You can find what you're looking for out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually with Nate right here. He just came out here recently. You want to speak a little bit? Yeah, how you guys doing?
All right.
Nate?
How you doing, Nate? What's up?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Yeah, so far it's been like a breeze. It's been a quite relaxing experience, getting out the old life and coming over here. Yeah, you can find a pretty decent life out here.
Tell people don't give too much information, but just tell people a little bit about your situation, because he just moved down here. Where are you from? Tell a little bit, like give people a little bit of context about you and why you moved to Vietnam.
Why the job I was at was pretty much a dead end job.
Where are you from?
Oh, originally Midwest.
Midwest where?
Illinois.
Okay.
Okay. I'm from Michigan, man.
Where is Illinois from, though? Where is Illinois? Because I have audience from all over the world. So,
and I'm from Chicago.
Yeah. You probably know where I'm from, down a little bit like down south from you guys, out in the middle of nowhere. As far as
he's from the U.S., guys. He's from the USA. Okay. So
are you from Dalton?
No, I'm out in the boonies.
Okay. He said he in the boonies. He probably. I ain't gonna expose where you're in a college town.
No. When I say boonies, I mean boonies like out in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
Okay.
Rural area.
So let's keep it moving. Nate, tell the people why you decided to move to Vietnam and what you were, just a little bit of what you were doing before.
He was in the boonies. That's why he moved. He was in the boonies.
I was doing a dead end job. I was going nowhere. The more I hustled, the less I was making, and it didn't make any sense. I worked the job for like better part of a decade, and constantly got looked over for better positions. And I'm like, why am I working for a company that keeps doing this shit? So I
I just bounced. I was looking for something different.
And so, how did you? Where did Vietnam come from?
Truthfully, I was just kind of landing in my lap a little bit. I was talking to Flight. Flight said something about somebody in Vietnam, and I was like, "Hey, let's try it."
How hard has it been your transition, or how easy?
Not hard at all.
Okay, interesting.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Do you find yourself not really needing to take your blood pressure pill or your anxiety pills as much?
Oh no, I don't have to worry about none of that. Sleep like a breeze, wake up and like, damn, I'm up.
Right.
Wow.
What's been the big Nate? What's been the biggest? Because the reason why I'm asking you is because I know on the back end that you're really fresh here, and I want people to have your perspective, just because you just got here. So how long have you been here?
Ooh, I think going on 3 weeks.
See, so
Wow.
yeah, I mean, what? So you flew here, and give people a little bit of a breakdown about like what the process was.
Like flying here, like or just getting myself together.
Just give people perspective of like I left and then I just booked a one-way ticket. Whatever you did, how did you find an apartment? How did you find an apartment, so forth and so on?
Stoic hooked me up with most of that stuff. Was talking to him, and as I was talking to him, I liked what he was saying, and I booked the ticket like during the conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
See, that's it. I mean,
he put me in touch with the landlord. Looked at the apartment, gave me some good pictures. I'm like, hey, I was paying like $1,500 for rent. Here I'm paying considerably less, and I was like, hey, I'm jumping in both feet.
See,
wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you guys are able to, and I'm speaking to the audience, you guys want to come to Vietnam, hit me up. I got you. All right. You can definitely hit up Stoic as well. But you're going to be coming right back to me. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's all the same network at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's all the same network. So either way, as long as we eat, it's all good. But the biggest thing is taking care of you guys, because I know what the West is. I know what it is right now. You guys are not doing so well. All right, man. Get out to Vietnam. Come and take a trip. See it for yourself. See if you vibe, and then go back home, and then go get your moving pants on and get over here. All right. I recommend taking a small trip first, testing it out like a little trial run, testing it out, seeing if you vibe with it or not, and then make it a trip, and then hit me up. I'll show you everything. I'll set you up with everything. Stoic can set you up with a job. All right. So if you guys don't have a degree, Stoic's your man. He can take care of you. All right. If you have a degree, this is for those who want to work. If you have a degree, I can take care of you and get you a job right now, literally right now. So just holler at me. I do have a comment real quick. I just saw it. So James Jones says, men that flex foreign women and bash American women have killed the passport bro movement. Okay. Anyone want to take this?
Well,
James Jones said, take that. Appreciate it, James. Appreciate it.
Men who
Eric, you have anything to say?
I don't think it's necessarily killed the passport movement. I mean, it's gonna be there. I think it's gonna be there. It's just like it just need, like, you going into halftime and you losing, and you just need to go in the locker room and think of a new
strategy.
think of a new game plan. Yeah, just make some adjustments. Make some adjustments, and that's what it is. I don't think bashing American women, because, like I said, from the get go. I mean, if it's killed, it was killed from the get go. Because, like I say, when brothers was holding up them passports, it was game on. Because American women went crazy on that one. Like, what? So it's always going to be frowned upon or whatever. It's going to be that, it's going to be there. It's going if it's still up 20 years from now, it's always going to be, oh no, like any black man that got a passport and traveling, it's considered a passport, bro, and people are going to look down on it, so it's always going to be something. I even heard it was a story that women worked at the post office was messing up brothers' passport applications. I don't know how true that is, but I think I heard
That's
that on.
tough. It's true. It's true.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that's tough.
So do it by the mail then. Don't go to the post office.
Go straight in. Stoic, what you got on this?
I would say, like, I don't believe in bashing American women. I don't think it's fun bashing American women.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys have issues dating back at home, right?
Right.
Or they might be attracted to women overseas. I think people should do what they feel is best. But I personally didn't have issues with women back at home. But what I would say is that now that I'm out here, I'm dating Vietnamese because I live here, so it's just natural. But for the guys that want to travel overseas looking for like traditional women and whatnot, I could see that being a thing because, the West has modernized in certain ways and things have changed quite a bit.
Beyond our control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Definitely. Strictly, what you got on this?
Yeah.
Well, I would say that men who speak the truth, they don't bash Western women. They don't bash.
I'm sorry, Strictly. It's really tough to hear you, brother.
Wow, is it better?
If you can figure out how to talk into the microphone.
I'm trying to understand this because I'm very close to the mic. Let me see if it's something.
Okay. Is it just me or does it sound like he's like a million miles away?
Yeah, it's a bit low.
Sometimes it sounds like he's talking real low. Sometimes it sounds like he's talking real low. So
yeah, okay. I was like, it might be me. I don't know. I'll answer this. So
is it better? Is it better?
No, it's not any better.
Wow.
So I'll answer this and then I'll come back to you. So I don't like men bashing their women. Okay.
Right.
We can have a conversation, all right, about it. Us American men, USA citizens, we understand what it means to date American USA citizen women. It's difficult, I mean, and more so now than ever before. But again, they've been indoctrinated from our grandmamas, They've been indoctrinated by the system, by all the ads telling them princess this, princess that. It's not just an illusion, man. The reason why American men have issues with American women, USA citizens only, is that they treat us like shit.
They do.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it's been for some guys, Not all USA citizen men have issues with American women, period. But you can't negate other people's experiences, man. And so I'm talking to James Jones. You can't expect everyone in the US to have the same experience. So we've all had different experiences, but the general sense from USA citizen men is that it ain't good. So I would say flexing, if you think showing your prize, your woman, your wife, your fiance, if you think that is flexing, then I don't know what to say. Right. I mean, I just don't know what to say. Because again, men and women, see, a man wouldn't have had to come abroad if he was doing all right over there. You know what I'm saying? Or not necessarily even that. There's 1,000 different scenarios of why he went abroad. You know what I mean? That's just one of them. So I think flexing, men that flex foreign women, I think that side is fucked up, and that they bash American women, I think that side is fucked up as well. But I just think that American women had the opportunity to take care of American men who went abroad. And from what I could see, the men who went abroad they're the ones winning. Not all of them, but and let's not forget, women are doing the same damn thing now too. It's hard. What do you think about them? See, they're just not willing. American women aren't willing to get up out of their comfort zone and go and find a good man outside abroad. Hell, why not? Why not? It's fair game for everyone.
Nate, would you say you're a proponent to the passport bro space?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
It's like, what are your thoughts on this topic?
I mean, kind of when I hear the word bashing, it's kind of subjective because it's like when I hear bashing, when you dive into a woman, like what do you call bashing? It's anything they don't want to hear.
Right.
I mean, because like it's like mainly keep your mouth shut. How do you have the audacity to speak? Because like it's almost like the mama syndrome. Like you treat me like you treat your mama, that which means you have the highest reverence for, and don't disappoint me by saying something I feel is negative. So you got to tell me what you think is bashing, and then does that make sense to what they say is bashing?
100%. James Jones, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I agree with you, but I also side on this end is that I do believe that if being in the States is not right, dating wise, I'm talking about, if being in the States is not a good option, I am a preponderant of people getting the hell out of there and finding your tribe, period. All right, Paperback Marketing says, in my opinion, it's an income thing. Western women typically have careers that sometimes exceed the man of the house. Yes, I agree. That's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me if Paperback is right or wrong, because Western women automatically don't want a man who makes less money than them. All of them.
Right.
They don't want that. God forbid, if a woman makes more money than her counterpart,
it's all over the place.
She's gone. She's gone. But that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing here in Vietnam. Right. See, if you got a boss babe and she's older than you, she's gonna take care of you regardless. She's gonna hold you down. Yeah, if she sees you doing stuff, and you're not just a lazy blob sitting on the couch doing nothing, but if you're actually active doing something positive, Vietnamese women give you a shot. Am I right or wrong, Stoic?
You're right. Can I give you a story from some old schoolers back in the day, man?
Go ahead, brother.
So my barber, he was an older guy. He was like in his late 60s, early 70s some years ago. And him and his buddy, they were both the same age. And like I told you, a lot of people here work at General Motors. And the one guy was saying he had a wife, his first wife. They were cool. She was submissive. Then she got a job at General Motors. And he was kind of telling her, like, hey, you spending money like it's water, and this, and that, and the other. And she was like, hey, you can't tell me nothing. I make more money than you. So, and they were just saying, and this phrase that they were saying is like, back in the day when a woman get a job in the plant, it's like taking a bear out the woods and giving him a suit. You can't tell him a motherfucking thing, and it's true.
And as a young lad, growing up, I experienced the same shit. I used to hear my mom. I had 3 sisters. I used to hear my mom telling all my sisters the same shit. So it's not that I speak out of ignorance. I actually lived it. I was the only boy. I'm the only boy in my family.
Oh, poor guy.
No, seriously, and I saw that shit. So that's why it's like, whatever. Let me come back to you. Paperback Marketing, thank you. Does anybody have anything about this right here? Stoic?
I think like here in Vietnam, right? Let's just say you're a teacher. Right? The average teacher is making like $1,500 to like $2,500, depending on like where you're at. Like if you're working at international school or language center or whatnot, right? So like I still think Paperback has a point because a lot of us do come in at a higher income than most of the local Vietnamese women. Because
Mhm.
you know, from what I've seen, local Vietnamese women are making like on the low end like 8 million, which is like $300 to like maybe 15 million, depending on their skill set and their degree and whatnot, if they have a
Wow.
degree. So I think a lot of times it's easier to be the leader, the head of the household here in Vietnam, opposed to like what it would be like, let's say in the States, where if you guys are both working and you're in similar
Yeah.
fields, you're probably making close to the same amount, you know, sort of kind of thing. So I think what has happened in the West is that women have been brought to the workforce. They have access to the same kind of income, and now they kind of want more say. But there's also that the feminism piece that's kind of
Oh
created
yeah.
a rift between the genders, where I think here in Vietnam the women are a bit more traditional, and if you're leading the household properly, they'll allow you to lead, kind of thing. But they'll get it twisted. They're not pushovers either. So if you're a
Right.
sap, or if they feel like you're not manly, then you'll get, I wouldn't say it's aggressive treatment that a lot of people are dealing with the West, but you'll definitely get ran over.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. So, Paperbag, you are back.
Yes.
Welcome. Strictly, give your opinion. Paperbag, you're right after him. I need to go to the toilet real quick, so I'll be back. Talk, please. Excuse me.
Okay.
All right.
Strictly, go ahead.
Okay, is my mic better now?
A little bit,
A
but
little bit,
just talk.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
can
talk,
hear
What
you.
please.
is wrong with this thing?
Try
This is
try to
weird.
talk loud.
Okay, that's what I want to do. I was listening to you guys talking about pretty much. You mentioned something about foreign women. I mean, that comment that in my opinion, it's an income thing. Western women typically have careers that sometimes exceed the men of the house. Well,
Of
it's a
course.
fact. When women feels that they're entitled, of course, they will feel like it's part of their nature, unfortunately, So now they feel like, well, we're in the same level now. There's nothing you can actually tell me. And that's something that can happen pretty much worldwide. That's just part of the nature. But
Hmm.
luckily, you see how those countries where the majority of men makes more money. That's where we need to go. That's as simple as that. Because as men,
Right.
what we're looking for someone. I wouldn't say we're looking for submission. That's pretty much the order of things. From the beginning, it's always been about submission. So a woman needs to submit. I mean, so that's pretty much. I'm still old school when it comes to that. When it comes to that, I want
Right.
a woman that can actually look me up, not like I don't mean take advantage of her, but at least she know when the
Right.
basic house chores. That's part of that's how we work to do. Because at the end, if you have a woman that bash you around, that tell you, that tell you what to do all day long, then at the end is like it's the same thing as being with men. What's the difference? I mean, if I want a woman, she has to be a woman, not I don't want another man in the house. So to me, that's why I rather choose. I rather go overseas and deal with a woman that will actually cater to me, and not the other way around. That's what I think it should be. I mean, as simple as that. So yeah. So get your passport and be out. That's it. That's what I can say.
Right. Yeah. Well, somebody mentioned. Well, I think we talked earlier, and they were saying that somebody was saying, well, women can go to different countries too and live, but the thing is, when they go to different countries, they're not going to make the money that they're making in America. And then a lot of the men, you'll be back to square one because all the men are making less than you anyway. Most of the places that you go to, unless you go to like a Europe, maybe a European country, but a lot of the women, they're not going to go and make less than what they were making. And then if they go to Thailand, or you go to the Philippines, or they go to Vietnam, the men are going to be making way less than them. So you're griping about men making less money than you in America, but then try going to Africa, try going to Thailand or the Philippines. They're going to make less money than you there, unless you go somewhere like, maybe a European country, a high-end European country like France or maybe Italy or UK, so.
But
Yeah,
here's the reality of things. Even though they go there, I'm gonna tell you, I have a lot of European friends from UK, from they actually, I'm talking about white guys. They are looking for the exact same thing. So
Right.
therefore, that's our nature. I mean, you get used to what you have because you have no choice. But once you find something different, then you go after what is easier. I mean, that's like I always said, go to where you appreciate it. That's it. As simple as
Right.
that.
I
If you're
100% agree with you, strictly about going where you appreciate it. But
Exactly.
however, I'm about to give a very unpopular opinion.
Go ahead.
Million views. Let's go.
Okay, so I know that a lot of guys, they say that their main reason for leaving the states is to find a traditional woman. They use submissive, whatever the case might be. Okay, but a lot of these guys leave here without any kind of an income. They think they're gonna strike it rich on YouTube, or they just leave with, how do I say it? They're coming, if they come, they're coming with a minimum wage job that they got some remote, whatever. And so once they get to wherever the place is that they're going, yes, they have money to, impress the ladies there and things like that. But what are they doing to, how do I say it, graduate or to excel?
Right.
I can see if you're retired, you got a pension coming in, you got a few $1,000 a month coming in, stable income. But let's call a spade a spade. Most of these guys are just going over to screw women and to have dominance over women because they can't compete in the American market. Because if you're a bum here, you're gonna be a bum over there.
Right.
I
Exactly.
hate to put it that way.
Facts. Facts.
You don't see them. I mean, you see them going to the same place: Dominican Republic, Colombia, Thailand. I don't see anybody going to, I don't know, Dubai, Europe, any developed country. They're always going to I shouldn't say third world, a
Developing countries.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're always going to a developing country,
Mhm.
and when they get to that developing country, they're not looking for the upper echelon nor the middle echelon
Right.
of the women there. They're looking for the bottom of the barrel. The girl, her parents, nobody has money. They're dirt poor. If they're not living in the streets, they're one step away from it. So
Right.
you can miss me with all the, you're looking for the traditional wife or the submissive girl or all of that. You can miss me with all of that.
Yeah.
We know what you're there for. You just couldn't compete in the States.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I have a couple comments. Let me get to them real quick. I appreciate that. Well, you're here, but I appreciate your paper bag. All right. James Jones says agreed, but we have to move in silence to find women abroad. Totally agree. It's looking for women. This is why I don't film women. This is why I don't do that on my channel. Is because there's a subset of people who like that stuff, and that's cool and all. But I mean, I'm looking for a specific expat. I'm not looking for passport bro, audience. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know I still get them over here, but I hope that they learn something.
Yeah.
That's why. But I do move in silence, and I know a lot of these brothers move in silence here too.
Well,
Anybody?
yeah.
Anybody?
Well, not all guys that's considered passport bros, they don't always have channels like that. I mean, Chocolate Man in Thailand, he's always walking about and showing different stuff, and even Richie Mack for the most
Or
part of
Sunshine
it.
Shoulders.
Huh?
Or Sunshine Shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Or Buzzum Pattaya. Well, I don't think they're considered passport bros, but yeah, and of course Isaiah. I mentioned him before. They're not just walking around showing. I don't know if he's considered a passport bro, if he considered himself a passport bro, but a lot of them is just not doing all that. I mean, but like I say, it's just a part of the world, man. It's a passport world, and you're gonna have some guys that just they're gonna show his ass on their videos, and then you're gonna have some people that's really showing you how to navigate through the area that they're in.
Yeah,
So
true. I mean, you're right. There's two different subsets in the black travel space, and
yeah,
it's a lot of you guys that are on this panel right now that like both.
right,
Let's keep it a buck. I'm
Yeah,
one of those
I mean,
guys.
I love the ratchet too.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm one of those
right.
guys. I'm one of
I'm
those
not, I'm
guys
not gonna
who.
lie. I'm fascinated by the ratchet stuff, but it's I don't really want to involve myself in it per se. But it's just like I just like when you say like Jay Rello, for example. I find him kind of fascinating. Like, and then people that it's not just what he does, but the people that are backing him, and then the people,
Yeah.
especially if you like, his criminal record. I won't get too deep into that right now, but like
You're waiting for the train to crash.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. These
Yeah.
guys like the whole crash out thing. They want to see the train crash. Same thing with Floyd, and we've already seen how that kind of like dwindled over time, right? So
Well,
there's a lot of guys that are not even interested in travel, and they're just watching to see this person basically hurt themselves in the process.
right. And it's unfortunate too because you're overseas. You're not in America.
Yeah.
And you get screwed up in their judicial system, it's a wrap. You can't call nobody. You can't call nobody and say put some money on my books because you in another country. And they coming hard. Coming hard. You don't get no what do they call that when you go to court? What do you call that? Arraignment. You don't get no arraignment for probably about 3 to 6 months.
It depends. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
think that guy
Get locked up in the
that
Philippines, it
robbed,
might be 3 years before you even see a judge.
Yeah.
yep, there was the guy that robbed the jewelry store.
Yeah.
Been hanged.
Wait. I'm about to pull that up right. I already
Was
have
that
it.
Okay, all
but
right.
that was a guy from he wasn't from America, he's from somewhere else, wasn't he?
No,
No,
he's
he's
American.
American. So let me pull that up real quick, okay?
Okay, sure.
James Jones. I'm about to pull it up. I already have it here. James Jones says, KT, I don't want to be around characters like Jay Rello abroad. Guys like him have low frequency. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, I don't fuck with people like that either.
Yeah. I mean, the first few minutes you could probably peep them out anyway.
100%.
You see a few of them, you see you walking about, or you in a club or a bar or something, if you hanging out, you're gonna peep him out by when he start opening his mouth, you're gonna peep him out,
100%. And let's see. So this just happened. This American guy, we'll read it, but I want to show you the video. Okay, so here's the video. This is him. Okay, he robbed in Da Nang. He robbed a gold shop, and this is the video. Okay, check this out.
What a flagrant drug.
All right, so that just happened like a couple days ago. Okay, and it's massive news here. So basically, I'm gonna save it. But dude is American. All right, he is American. West Dale James planned to carefully rob a jewelry store worth more than 830 million VND.
Oh, he wrapped up. It's a wrap. He going away for a long time.
For sure. At the P&J store. So the P&J store is where I bought my engagement ring for my lady. All right. Wow. So they don't fuck around. All right. Mm-hmm. Hiding in a room for 14 hours. So this dude's 29, American guy. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but this is front
or
page
what he was on.
Yeah, this is front page news right now in Vietnam. Wow. Like this is breaking news. Okay, this happened on Thursday.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the example that some expats are showing. Doesn't mean all white dudes are like that. Doesn't mean that all expats are like that. But again, you see the video. Right? Look how stupid this dude is. Okay.
Right.
I will say one, he's very smart about putting a grab jacket on.
Yeah, that's all. I was like, is that him with the crab jacket?
But he has to understand, which he failed to understand, we are bigger than Vietnamese. So
Exactly.
instantly you're going to look at this dude and be like, that's a foreigner.
You know what's interesting about that also?
Go ahead.
What's interesting about that, if you look at this, was big news in Vietnam. I think you said it correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't see a lot of the Caucasian content creators, spreading all around YouTube, jumping on these guys' back and disassociating, kind of like what another content creator mentioned in his video a couple days ago, and I agreed with him. So had that been one of us, I'm not trying to be racial, but every single one of us with channels would have been making videos about it.
100%. 100%.
And it's kind of like almost it's kind of like staying on code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why white creators don't make content about dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, it makes us look bad. It makes our people look bad. So why would I expose someone? You know what I mean? That's the same color as me.
Mm-hmm. Now, if that was you in that jewelry store, KT, I'm gonna tell you, every single content creator and people will make a channel just to shame you.
100%. Yeah, 100%. That's why I move in silence.
And the thing is too, I'm not gonna mention his name, but someone has been running a live speaking on Jay Rello damn near the last week. He's been going live every day.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all know who that is.
I mean, to be honest though, like I don't like to get it all up in the malarkey, but I've been kind of tuning in recently, and I would say if you watch the interview that he did with Jay Rello, he did ask him some pretty tough questions where he made him kind of answer those questions that a lot of people had, and I'm not gonna lie, his answers seemed a little shaky. So it kind of reminded me of like a ghetto Pierce Morgan or something, but
hey,
you're a Vlad, like a Vlad TV kind of thing. So like, as much as I don't like that content, I did like that he didn't like tap dance around the topic.
Right.
He went straight forward and got Jay Rello to answer those questions, even though like a lot of people didn't really believe his answers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and even though, again, back to Paperbag's point is that you don't see a bunch of white creators. I haven't seen one, to be honest. And this is because I live in Vietnam that I know about this. And actually, they don't want me to use their name, but they hit me up on the back end and actually brought this to my attention, which I already knew about it, but I wasn't going to talk about it. But they brought it up. A subscriber emailed me and actually in a book and was talking about this. So we wanted to get my opinion on it. So this is for you, Mr. R, I'll say. My opinion on this is you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Simple as that. Again, take the race out of it. He's American. So again, he's making all of us Americans, whether black, white, Asian, or purple or green, he's making all of us look bad. Because he's a white man, they didn't say, oh, that white guy, da, 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 da. No, they're saying American. So that's all of us, right? That goes from all the way down to Canada, all the way down to South America. Now, I understand when they say American, they're specifically talking about USA, but there's no difference. Okay. He's
Mhm.
white and he's American. Okay. They're going to just talk about Americans. We're all fucked. Okay. So
Oh,
understand that I don't know what this dude was going through, but he shouldn't have stooped to that level of stupidity. That was blatantly stupid. And he made a very, very bad choice. Yes, High Cup.
Yeah.
I see you. So he made a very bad decision, and I don't condone that shit. I think that anybody who comes over here, Vietnam's a very peaceful country. To be honest, it's a very peaceful country for us foreigners. We should be very, very appreciative that they make it very chill for us. They don't bother us a lot, to be honest. Okay,
Well,
the Vietnamese people treat other Vietnamese really fucked up. Okay,
right.
but with us, to be honest, my experience has been they're pretty happy to see us there, and so
100%. Yeah.
that's why I love living here, is because although there's a bunch of shit that they need to really improve, it's still better than the USA.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, you know, can I say one thing?
Please.
This guy that just pulled this, I don't know if he's not, you know, very smart or not, but see, we know to do better. We know to do something. We know better to do something like this in
Mhm.
America or abroad.
Listen, we know better.
We know better. You know,
I mean, you would hope. You would hope.
right? Yeah. Now, see, if he done that in America, guess what he's gonna get? He probably gonna get less than a year, probably a little bit of time off because maybe don't have a record. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Probably a little bit of time off for, you know, whatever, good behavior, whatever. He's not gonna do much time in America for that. What he's doing right now because he's white. But if
Yeah.
that was me, you, or the young guy, Logic or whatever his name is, I'm sorry, he's Stoic. If that was him, they throw the book at us in America. And see,
No,
he
but
don't.
they're gonna throw the book at this guy.
Yeah, they're gonna throw the book at him because he don't realize that he's not in America.
Mm-hmm.
And they gonna.
Yeah, I would say just some new information I got from my girl recently that the U.S. actually submitted some type of I forgot what the terminology, but they basically like send them home and we'll you know
We'll
prosecute
deal
them
with
here.
him here. Right.
Yeah, and they denied it. They're like, nah, we're good.
No,
So
you ain't going to America. No,
yeah, you're gonna be an example here of
right.
what not to do. Yeah,
100%.
So you mean the U.S. put in a request for him to be extradited to America?
yeah, the recently, I think it was yesterday. You told me.
And the only folks that can do that is somebody with some money. His family got some money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How to
quite
get in so
possible.
quick? How they get in so quick?
Yeah, 100%. If it, you know, I can't say if it were one of us, that wouldn't happen. Let me get to some comments real quick. James Jones says, when I visited Thailand in April, I didn't post the women online. I have kept it quiet. That's why I had a good time. Yeah, I mean, that's all. You just got to move in silence, bro. Just like you said. I mean, I think a lot of us guys know. Real men know move in silence, bro. You can get a lot accomplished. All right, thanks, James. I appreciate that, man. LJ says Sly's life. Yeah. What about Sly's life? I saw this comment a few minutes ago, but
I think he's talking about the channels. Earlier, you was discussing some of the grown folk channels.
Oh yeah, Sly. Yeah. I've seen Sly's life.
Yeah, I've seen him before. He's just a solo traveler, and he's kind of low key. Seems like you don't hear much about him. I just see his channel, his videos every now and then. You know.
Yeah, he's pretty popular though, from what I remember. Yeah, he's got a pretty popular channel. But yeah. Thanks, LJ. I appreciate that, man. High Cup says it's the PNJ visa. You get 10 years in Vietnam. Yeah. I totally get it. P&J visa, I get it. He's gonna get 10 for that one for sure.
He gonna get more than that, I
Oh,
think. I think he'll
yeah,
get more than that. They gonna throw the book. This is Vietnam, man. They gonna throw the book at him, bro.
yeah.
But yeah,
He might get like maybe 20 years. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
But Oak King James J says he definitely didn't watch the Netflix show Jailed
yeah.
Overseas. Laugh out loud. Yeah,
Locked up abroad.
yeah, for sure. Locked up abroad for sure.
But did
Appreciate
y'all
you.
see? But did y'all see how the locals went up there and tried to jar the door closed so he couldn't get out? Or yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it. There's a lot of funny stuff in this video because, I mean, it just reminds me. It's like, oh, Vietnam. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So let me tell you. So let me get, so they come up, right? And of course, these bars. So these bars right here, you can bend them.
Yeah.
They're really easy to bend,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
mean, they're not terribly easy to bend. But they're,
Of
I
course.
mean,
Yeah.
just what he did, with a little bit of pressure, it'll bend, like a little toothpick. And so Vietnamese, this is what they'll beat you with. If you fight with a Vietnamese person, see
Wow.
in this other guy's hand right here, where my cursor is,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's another stick. They ride around on motorbikes at night and like motorcycle like gangs, the youngsters,
Right.
and they call them young buffaloes, young buffalo. So if you
Mm.
say a young buffalo to and you're being serious, that's an insult. Okay, so those long sticks, these long sticks, they fight with them on the street because there's no guns here. So you fight with knives and big ass sticks like this. So again, that's so Vietnamese because he just pushed the damn door and the thing buckled like a little toothpick. And I'm laughing in my head because I'm like, there's nothing, they don't have anything else. You know what I mean? Because they put a lock, they put a big ass like bike lock on those
Right.
doors.
Yeah.
And then the gate comes down. So that's how you keep people out. But generally, there's another video of this I saw both of them. So it's
Mm-hmm.
attached to this video right here that there was a security guard here in this P&J, and he
Mm-hmm.
was beating him over the head with one of these sticks. The guy who stole was beating the security guy. It's on camera. You can see it. Like
Oh, so
he
he was
hit him.
beating the security guard.
Yeah.
Well, you gonna get charged for that too.
Yeah. He didn't. Luckily, he didn't like kill the guy. Let's be honest. But
Oh,
I
he
don't
gonna
know
do some
how.
time. He gonna do some time, bro. He not
Yeah.
get
He's doing
20 years.
definitely
Robbery,
doing.
assault. Yeah.
But look at how he just pushes it.
Yeah.
Look, see, look at that thing right there.
He got to be on something too. He might be on something too, though. That's
I mean, and then look how slow he's running. But you pay attention though,
right.
because pay attention because this will tell
Yeah.
you how the Vietnamese react to traumatic shit. Yeah.
They
Did
not used
anybody
to
run,
it.
did anybody run after him? Nope.
Nope.
Look. This, if you have ever been to Vietnam and if you're ever curious about this video right here, it will tell you everything you need to know. You're on your own here.
Mm-hmm.
Look, is anybody running after him? Nope. Look. That's Vietnam. That's Vietnam for you.
Because that's how he got away and was what was it? You said how many hours he was locked up in his room? I mean, he pretty much got away, and he probably could have made some moves if he knew where he was going. Because what was he held up for 14 hours in his room or something?
Well, I'll be honest. Here, he wouldn't have gotten away with it.
Yeah, he stick out like a sore thumb, so he wouldn't.
Well, yeah. Well, one, but there's a bunch of CCTV. That's how they found him because they just followed him on the CCTV. There's CCTV all over this city. There's CCTV all over. Everyone in their homes have CCTV. Everyone has cameras. So you have. Am I lying, Stoic? Yes or no?
Sorry, repeat that, please.
I said everyone in this country has CCTV. Am I lying? Yes or no?
Yeah, man, it's like it's a surveillance state, so like you getting
Yeah.
away is virtually impossible. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. That's why I
Yeah.
found it kind of funny.
Period.
Like,
Period.
yeah, my thing is, bro probably went broke out here, and he was trying to find a way to stay here in Vietnam, and I don't know. I guess he thought robbing a jewelry store was the play, but
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
ain't got a
he did.
U.S. passport. He should have just taught English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not sexy, but it'll keep you on this side of the bars. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
should have hit up KT, man. He got him right.
Right, of course. Now he could
Hike
hit up
up.
Stoic because he don't need a degree to get a job with Stoic, you know. So
True.
because he couldn't
Hike
have a
up
degree pulling some shit like that.
says he made some very bad life choices for sure. Let
I'll
me get
say he
some.
did.
I thought he had mental health issues. No one in their right mind would do that. This is, I
Right.
mean, again, once you guys understand what Vietnam is, then you don't want to fuck around here because everyone talks. Okay, this is why in the beginning of like the middle of the live, I said everyone's watching you and they ain't watching.
Exactly.
Okay. So, I mean, High Cup, he lives here. He knows. I think you're Vietnamese, right, High Cup? So you know what's up. High Cup says more than 10. Wow. Yeah. More than 10. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. High Cup says he was lucky he was not beaten to pulp before the police got to him. And that's another thing. That's why I didn't understand why the Vietnamese just let him run away. Like they usually will grab your ass and they will fuck you up for real, for real. So that's no cap. They will.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn about that shit. You disrespect Vietnamese, like in any kind of way, they look at you cross-eyed, ready to fucking destroy you. And whether they can or not, that's a different story. But at the end of the day, they will try, and their people, the whole neighborhood will fuck you up. So let's keep it a buck, you know? Yeah, Hike Up, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hike Up says he meant CCTVs in our home. Yep, everyone does. And thank you for that. And Army Guy Travels, salute to you, my boy. I've been wanting to get up with you. What's up, dog? Big ups to you, my boy. Big ups to you. So what's up, brother? What's up? Big ups. We need to do a collab, my brother. For real, for real. Much love, brother. High Cup says a white guy from UK live in the Mekong Delta. Oh, okay. You're a white guy from the UK. Okay, my bad. Okay, but you live in the Mekong. You've lived here long enough. You've lived here long enough, so I'm pretty sure that you understand. Like, it's CCTV everywhere, so you guys don't want to fuck around. Okay. Anybody? I think that's. Oh, we got another one. Army Guy Travels, my boy. Chilling, bro. We definitely need to catch up and collab for sure. Yeah. Hit me on Instagram, brother. And then that way I can get your message. Okay. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about? Any last words? I'm gonna go make a day of it. Kick it with my lady.
All right.
But mad respect to all of you guys who for joining. Right on, brother. I got you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
You got a link to your Instagram on this video? Because I guess that's the best way to contact you and
Yeah, for sure. So Instagram, it's right here. Right here.
Okay.
Just type in the channel name. Just go into your Instagram, put at the story of KT.
Okay, I got you.
Add me, and then make sure that I know it's you, because I get people adding me randomly. But make sure I know it's you when you send me the message, and then I'll add you back.
Yeah, I just put my name in. With a name like that, you can't,
I feel you. So last words, anybody? Paper bag.
Last words is before you leave the live, everybody, please hit the like button. That's all I've got, really. This was a good live stream. Loved it. Kind of feels like a homecoming, actually.
Right.
Yeah, You know what it is. Yeah, we got to get back to connecting with each other on the back end, and like Discord and all that stuff. But in due time, all good. I appreciate you, Paper Bag. Strictly, last words, brother. Strictly. Okay, he left. All right, he's gone. All right, let's go with where we at. Where's everyone? There you are. Okay, Stoic. Last words, brother.
Nah, I just appreciate you having me on your live today, man. Any guys interested in coming out to Vietnam should definitely hit up KT. When I came out here, he pretty much put me on game to everything. He hooked me up with my motorbike rental, so he's definitely a good guy to speak to. And, as far as the passport bro stuff, I separate myself, but I don't consider myself a passport bro. I don't. Men have been traveling before this thing was even a thing, so I think we just need to put it to rest. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that one.
All right. Let me go like that. Yes. Okay. All right, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hang tight. And the longest one hanging on with me. I appreciate you, Eric. Give me last words. Give me last words.
Actually, this is my first Black Man Travel podcast that live that I've actually been involved in.
Okay, cool.
And I think it was good because it wasn't so chaotic or dramatic or anything like that, and people arguing and fussing at each other. I don't like all that. I'm at this age, I ain't even trying to be involved like that. But it was good, man, and I hope to see all you guys in my travels. And I think Vietnam became number one on my destination list, and possibly live there. So I hope I see all you guys in my travel. And KT, I will keep in contact with you, man, and hope to talk to you soon. And thank you.
Definitely appreciate all you guys. Let me hang out real quick, guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I see you guys out here. You guys were hanging with me, man. Thank you for this long live. I really appreciate it, man. You guys really need to come through. If you guys need anything, travel, visa, anything, hotels, I got good deals, better deals, okay, than most of the stuff that's out there. All right. I'm going to teach you how to do it first. Let me teach you first, and then let me do it for you. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up, the story of KT at gmail.com. You guys want to do a consultation, 30 minutes, $50. I will break down everything for you specifically on your needs. And other than that, guys, I will see you guys next week. Every Saturday we're live. All right. So cool. I really appreciate y'all rocking with me. We got some last hike up. Enjoy listening. I've learned a lot. I learned what Pookie is. Nice. As long as you learn something, I'm good. That's all I care about. Appreciate it. Army Guy Travel says, I met Relo in DR. Weird dude for sure. For sure.
Okay. Weird for sure.
Let's keep that quiet. Army Guy Travel says, Vietnam is amazing. You will love it. He just left. Have you left already? I think you did. I saw a post on Instagram. Mad love to you, my boy. Miss N, love you. You know what it is. Great video, bro. Love the harmony of the Black men. Yes. I love it too. This is what I'm supporting right here is Black men coming together. Where are you guys at? Yeah, there you are. Black men coming together, and we can actually have a conversation. So I really do appreciate that. And thank you, Miss N. And thank you for the Cash App. And Paperback, thank you for the Cash App, man. I appreciate that. Miss N and Paperback, thank you guys. I just saw that. That's blessings, man. Thank you. Let's see. Army Guy, same time. Yes. So I'm usually live every Saturday, 10:15 Vietnam time. So it's going to be Friday night USA time every Saturday.
Hey,
So
that's cool with me because I'm a night person anyway, and
solid.
I really appreciate running into your channel, man. And I think you was showing apartments or something, man. And I just came glued to it, man. I was like, and I'm constantly looking at apartment tours in Vietnam, man. So it's my desire to be there. So yeah, for
Right
sure.
on. Well, I'll definitely start showing some more. But again, I'm all about real shit. So
Right.
apartments are part of it, but
Yeah,
you can only do so much. Okay,
exactly.
I want to focus. I want to focus on real, plausible, that you can take information right now and you can apply it to your Vietnam trip or your life in general. That's what I'm focused on. So let's see. High Cup says, "I hope you don't mind the token white guy listening. Ciao for now." No, of course not, bro.
You're good. You're good, Hike Up.
We want you
You
there. We want you here.
you're invited to the cookout. All right, for sure. Okay. I got you, brother. All right, you've been here. You've been showing up. You've been supporting. Yeah, you invited to the cookout. King James, Coach, peace and blessings. Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking to you anyways on the back end. So thanks for pulling up, man. Appreciate you. And Army Guy Travel says, awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. Mad love to these guys over here. You guys are over here this time. And yeah, really appreciate you guys pulling up. This is what I want more of. All right. So if you guys, you don't have to show your face, just in the behind the scenes. I want to see your face, and then you can just not have a camera. It's okay. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Okay. What's going on in the world? All right. So I appreciate Eric, Unfriendly Stoic, and Paperback, and Strictly for coming on. Much love to you guys from Vietnam. I'm out.
All right. You have a good day, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Have a good one. Peace.
Thanks, brother.